5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yo, what's up, y'all? This your boy T-Lo.
Yo, what's Gucci? This your man Tweet.
What up, y'all? DJ Kid Fresh.
What's up? This your boy RL.
And we're next.
And you're rocking with The Rebirth every Monday at 7 p.m.
But you know the hits. Rebirth Radio, baby, every Monday, 7 p.m. Shane and Eli. All right, rocking that old school. Peace.
Good evening and welcome to the Rebirth on Philly Jams 95.3 FM. I'm your host, Shay Marriott, and of course,
it's your boy Eli Isabel,
what
aka
up? Happy
the
Monday.
South got something to say. Can I get my whole thing out? Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
See what happened when you go to the place before you come to the place?
Listen, it's all good. I needed to go to the place before I came to the place.
Happy Monday, sis. How you?
Happy Monday. I'm good.
Yeah, how was your weekend?
My weekend.
Yeah,
My weekend was good.
It's you for once.
I think, right? Yeah. My weekend was good. Yeah, I've been busy, man. You know, I'm on caretaker duty right now.
Okay. Well, you gotta do what you gotta do.
It's all good though. But I gotta say, happy pre-birthday to you.
Man, listen, I feel like it was like 10 minutes ago that I was in here talking about my 50th birthday party back home. And now here we are rolling up on the next one. What
exactly.
the hell? God, slow it down.
How you think I felt? Like September 16th came around real quick. I was like, what?
Time moving on us. How many summers we got left?
I don't know. I'm not counting. I am not counting.
We here
That
though.
is it.
Happy Monday, Rebirth family,
Yes.
Philly Jams 95.3. What's good, man? Y'all tune in, log in, let's go.
Let's go. Thank you guys for tuning in. We have an awesome show.
Got a legend
tonight.
in here tonight.
You know, he's
He came
family.
down here and took over.
He's not even
He
guest
ain't from the
anymore.
D.
He's
from the deed and took
he's
over.
a part of the Rebirth. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know why we got the cameras off him right now because he's just a part of this whole thing.
Just gonna plug him in now.
Yes,
Like, stop playing
What
with
up,
him.
Meeshach Stennett?
You know what it is, man. What up, though? So I was actually looking. Shout out to my man Dewey, right? Treasurer of the city of Wilmington. He had me. He was like, "Yo, you gotta go and run down everything that you've done throughout the year."
Oh wow!
Right? So I had to. I was writing down everything I did, and you guys popped up so many times.
Damn.
Right? No. But that's a good thing because
It's a good thing.
So we're like a bad girlfriend.
Because I want to thank y'all. Yes, it's one of those things that the medication just don't make it go. No. I want to thank you honestly, right? Because just to let you guys know, like even before this year started, you were one of the few platforms out here that was even accepting me and checking for me. So that means a lot to me.
Oh,
You
wow.
might see Radio Shack a lot of places now, but that wasn't it. Right?
Wow.
And before all of that,
It
you
was
guys
us.
were checking for me.
That's right.
I appreciate y'all so much.
Oh, thank you.
I brought y'all a gift.
I ain't gonna get no work done
So
tonight.
sweet.
man.
Look at it.
Are we
Yeah,
popping
you
tonight?
What is it? What is it?
Are we
Hey.
popping
It's your
tonight?
birthday?
Listen. Oh,
yeah,
look,
let's
it's
go
your
get that
birthday.
going.
Absolutely. Thank
Just
you.
shake it up
Thank
and
you,
spread
Meeshach.
these Eagle fans over here.
Stop being a hater. Stop it.
Y'all hate more than
Stop
anybody.
it.
They
but
do.
I
Thank you
digress.
so much.
Good looking, bro. Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
I
Much love
really
to you too,
appreciate
man.
that. Meeshach, you family. You know that. You are family. Hey, y'all know that's my favorite song.
But what do you play for the men when it's their birthday? I can't do nothing with that song.
birthday.
Yeah, what am I supposed to do? Drop dead. What am I supposed to do with that song?
It's your birthday.
Yeah, what else supposed to get?
Oh, you
Yeah, hype
gotta
on
play
that.
Shine the Light on him. That's That's right.
Yeah, give me that one at least. That's one that almost got me killed at my
Something like
45th birthday.
The shot of light?
Yeah, I was in a circle and this girl started dancing with me.
Yeah, and your wife.
She was a woman.
Your
I
wife
forgot that my woman was there for a minute, and I was like, "Oh shit, she bad." Okay, I was like, "Oh shit," and then I saw the wife grab the girl and pull out. I was like, "Oh hey,
Yeah,
Wait a minute,
you can't
security?
even-
why are you doing that? You can't
Priscilla
fight.
wasn't having that.
Stop grabbing people." Stop
I remember that.
That's just natural
Priscilla
instinct.
I think that was
not
instinctual.
having
It
that.
shit wasn't thought
it is.
out.
Absolutely.
Shaq, when you do that, you gotta have hands.
You do.
You can't just grab people and not
Grab
have
on
hands.
people, but yeah.
I gotta go back. I have to go back to you because we both were on the Hottest Live radio years ago. And here's the crazy thing. We talked on the phone, but you and I had never met back then.
Nope.
But
You came to my birthday party.
I came to your birthday party.
Shot to Skip.
Shout out to Skip. And here's the thing. How you were then and the fact that you had never met me, you were so like, hey, is there anything that you need? Let's get together. Let's put it. Your personality,
Same
who
energy.
you are, same energy has never changed.
Good-ish.
And it won't.
And I appreciate that about you. You know what I'm saying? I recognize good people. So you will always, forget everybody else, you will always be a
Well,
part of this.
Let's just not say forget everybody.
Yeah.
But he is always a
No,
part of
can I
it. He is always a part of it. But let's not
We
just say
forget
forget
you,
everybody. No, I'm talking about the other people that come on with us. Let's not say forget them.
I know, man.
You know what it is.
I appreciate you, and to be honest, that's a gift and a curse, right? Because whether you call it stubborn, I adapt to certain things, I change, but I'm not changing who I am as a person, my core, my integrity, and I think that a lot of times, especially in business, they want you to change, right? They want you to fit in, especially out here in Delaware.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? If we're going to keep it a G and all that, I'm out here in Delaware.
Yeah.
And in Delaware, although I've lived here now I came back here in the 90s. I've been living out here almost, 30 years, right?
Yeah.
But it's still, Shaq from the Bronx.
Right, right.
You know what I'm
'Cause you
saying?
still got that, you have that.
And I'm going to keep that. And I make
Yeah.
sure that I go up there regularly, right? And I keep that energy. But at the same time, I got dual citizenship.
There you go.
So I'm out
Yep.
here making sure that I'm putting on for my
Yep.
302 first state.
No doubt.
You understand what I'm saying? But, there's a little network out here. Oh, I heard that pop. Something popped off.
Something's going on.
Something's popping off in here.
What's good?
But there's a network out here, man,
Yeah.
that wants you to be like they are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're outside it right now. When you look outside, UD is out here, right? And this area of Delaware is different from all
is.
the other areas,
It is.
right? And there are a group of men, too, that come from out of this area that are in positions of power, and they just keep a certain mindset. And I'm
Right.
not going to knock they hustle. The only
Right.
thing I'm saying is, if you want me in, it's Meeshach that's coming in. That's
Right.
it.
Yeah.
It's the only person I know how to be, man.
Exactly. Don't be nobody else. Exactly. Because, that's what makes you and powerful.
Thank you.
So, again, welcome to the Rebirth.
Yeah, you already know, man. We fam. I'm good. I'm
So
sipping on
listen,
this.
guys,
Give that to them. That's for them.
In celebration,
Yeah.
I know you have you got your right here, right now. And,
Yep.
But okay,
I got everything.
But before we get there, in celebration
Yes.
of my boy Eli's birthday,
And in celebration of another year of Rebirth Radio.
another
Amen
year
to
of
that.
Rebirth
Right?
Radio.
Because this
Absolutely.
within itself is an accomplishment.
Yeah, it is.
I'm proud of you guys that you keep
Thank
it going.
you.
Yeah,
I look at what
appreciate it,
you've
bro.
done with the Rebirth Lives
Thank
now
you.
and the going from Revive to Theater
Yes.
End, right? And
Yes.
the next Theater End one's going to be even
Yes.
more.
Yeah.
Let's
You
go.
know,
Yep.
popping.
And it's
so,
coming.
Give me hype.
Nah, that's
It's
how that
coming.
Real rap, though.
I'm watching from the outside and the inside.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was going to say.
And yeah, from the outside and the inside, right? I'm watching, but no, I super salute y'all. So please,
Thank you.
cheers.
Cheers,
He's
cheers.
gonna grab
Appreciate you,
his,
man.
yeah, man.
Cheers.
Appreciate you.
Health,
Cheers.
happiness, and
No
Thank
success,
you.
man.
Absolutely. So Eli, we have something special
That's
for
a
you
goodness
tonight.
right there.
Yes.
Shaq, where's that?
Oh yes, then.
I just want to I'm so proud of you. You did something I never thought you would do. Tasha.
Oh, here we go with the bullshit, right?
Look
here.
at
I already
you.
know what's coming.
Oh, you lost a bet? Eli, you lost a bet? Oh my God, you look
Eli.
sad. That's sad.
Eli.
Fly away. I'm singing with
He
you.
lied. Those of you that don't know, look at me.
Never ends.
Those of you
On
that
his
don't
birthday?
know, he is a big Cowboys fan. But when you posted that, you should have posted that. You
I
posted
had
that
to.
today.
That was part of the bet.
You lost a bet,
Part of the
bro.
bet.
All right. We had to definitely get you on that one. Y'all played a good game last night, though. Y'all
singing.
did.
Yo, so
Y'all
let
got
me
that
ask
gospel
this question.
version.
No, yeah, no, they played
fuck?
like you in the fields. They
the
got you in the
Swing low,
fields.
sweet chariot. Master, they over there reading.
Cowboys
What
is
the
a
hell
good
was that
team. I will
version?
put it out there.
They
Sasha
over there
picked up-
reading.
You out here playing for food. You're not even playing for wins. Oh my goodness.
Where y'all get that version from?
No, no, seriously, that's
Got that
the
one.
Kanye West joint.
I never heard that before.
Yeah, that's the.
Oh, wow.
That's the down in the.
Wow, that's crazy.
The feels
That's crazy.
Bro, that's the Mississippi version.
We had to get you, man. We had to get you, but we love you.
That's all right. We put your ass
we
out of the
love you.
playoffs.
I know that's
Keep that
right.
same energy.
Keep that
and when I
same
send you
energy.
stuff to put up, you better do it. You low down dirty eagle. they ain't gonna do me right. Yeah, it's all good.
Yo,
It's
I
all
got a
good.
question though, because I got a lot of friends as Cowboys fans too, right?
Okay, right.
And you not from Texas,
Okay.
so what made you become a Cowboys fan?
I live 6 hours from Dallas. That was a team that we rooted for.
Gotcha.
See, I
It
never
was
knew
either
that.
the St. Louis Cardinals, which was 4 hours away. Nobody rooted for the Cardinals.
Nah.
It was the Cowboys. Everybody in my family was Cowboy. Everybody around me everybody was Cowboy fan.
And it was America's team back then.
It was America's team.
Yeah.
So, you hop in that car and 350 miles, you in the D.
That's nothing.
You there. Yeah, it's nothing. So, I just went there last weekend. And my boys, we all got together in Dallas. Two of them
That's
live there.
nice.
And then one flew in, I flew in, and we did Dallas for the weekend. And
Eli does Dallas.
Eli does Dallas. He does it well.
Is Dallas the only place in Texas you've been? Have you been to other places?
I've been to El Paso. I've never been to Houston. I'm trying to get to Houston.
Yeah,
I've been
I
to El
heard Houston
Paso.
is really, really nice.
If you like Mexican women, go to Texas.
Well, there.
Go to the
And
Bronx.
I'm just giving out props to the dudes because I ain't say Puerto Ricans.
Yeah, oh yeah, you're right.
I said Mexicans. These Mexican women are like high class. They're not like
a different.
right over like the ones here. They're not like fresh right over the border. Like I barely made it on a bus by the governor of Texas. These are like Range Rovers, high class, hair, body.
I've never been to Texas.
Bruh,
I never
you're
been
doing
there
yourself a
either.
disservice. Now you're gonna see the American flag every 4 miles on the interstate.
Yeah.
And this
I
is the
live in
biggest
Smyrna.
flag you ever seen in your life. This flag has to be like 1,000 by 1,000 feet. And it flows right beside the Texas flag in the wind, everywhere you go. But it's a good time. They drink a lot and they eat good down there. So if you're a fan of eating and drinking good and you like football, that's a great place.
Good place to go. Okay.
Yeah, man, I enjoyed
Alright.
myself with my guys.
Got to put that on the bucket
Yeah,
list.
for
Arkansas
sure.
did Dallas.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
Absolutely.
So,
Well, again, happy pre-birthday to you.
What kind of shit that was? But you're,
Yes, we thank you. I appreciate you. I will say that. I might not say it enough, but I really appreciate you. You bring a lot to the Rebirth.
Really, Mr. G?
And somebody
A teacher I used to
fly
work
Eagles
with.
fly. Yeah.
They hazing me today.
Yeah. So I wish you many more.
many
Thank
more,
you.
Many
brother.
more, and we'll
Thank
celebrate.
you.
We'll celebrate on Saturday.
That's right. It's going down. It's
Going down. Yes.
I'll tell you. Relax. Fix
Do
your face.
your right here, right now, and we're gonna
Yes,
get
we're gonna get into
with,
it.
with
So
Meeshach.
let's go right here, right now, man. Listen, former NBA player Joe Smith, #1 draft pick in the 1995 NBA draft, All-American from the University of Maryland. This dude played 15 years in the league, made a lot of money. And
Not enough.
Now, apparently. Well, he didn't manage it. He made it.
He made it.
He didn't manage it. Because I looked up his net worth, and he's currently worth $100 grand.
Seriously?
What?
Real talk. But that's internet talk, net
That's
worth.
internet.
So, But however, his wife recently, I don't know if she recently started, but she has an OnlyFans account. And he recently found out about a week ago that she was on OnlyFans, and he had no idea. And from the conversation I took from it, because I definitely want y'all feedback, from the
Yeah, that's the way he felt. He got choked up when he saw her OnlyFans too. That was his same reaction when he saw that OnlyFans. He said,
the bubbly guy,
"Oh my goodness."
bubbly all up in my chest. Anyway, Anyway, so he found out recently that his wife had an OnlyFans. Her name is Kisha Chavis, former porn star.
Yes.
Yasmin Penn Davis, if you're a porn connoisseur, like your boy.
Just in case. Not saying you are.
Not saying you are,
But
but
if
if
you've
you're,
been to
if you're into
Pornhub,
that
you
kind
might-
of thing.
Yeah, you might know that name.
XXX.com. It's my favorite Pornhub. If you are into those things, Yasmin Penn Davis is his wife's former porn name. But anyway, from the way she was talking to him in the video she posted, money's a little tight. And she was saying, I've been asking you for solutions to certain things. You have not come up with
trying to
anything.
help.
She said, I did this and it pays me well. He's on fire. Now, I get it. So I get what he's saying. But Willie D said something that made a lot of sense to me. He said, you knew what she was
mind's playing
before
tricks
you.
on you.
Well, that part too. He said, you knew what she was when you married her. You married a porn star. Money
gonna
got
do
tight.
what
She
she knows
reverted
how to
back
do.
to who she was to get her hustle on.
Right.
She doesn't have a PhD in engineering. That's not who she is. She doesn't. Now she can't go get a job at NASA. That's not who she is. She reverts back to what she knows. And he's on fire. Does he have a right to be mad that she started the OnlyFans and he didn't know?
I get to
What
go?
say you, Meeshach?
Okay, what say means, of course, he has the right to be upset, right? But of course, it is always three sides to a story, right? So now, from her perspective, she got with this gentleman. Obviously, all right, so she was a former porn star, which meant that she was okay compromising her body for the sake of money, right? Then you meet an NBA player, he's good to go. You think you don't got to do that no more, right? And then you go your separate ways, but now the money ain't good no more. Now, the only thing is, have that conversation with him, right? Like that OnlyFans page, not that I've been there, but it was open for over a year now.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been that long.
Yes, it was open for over a year, right? And he just found out about it. But the thing is this, she was very condescending even in that video clip.
Like trying to embarrass him.
Embarrass him. Oh, well,
Like
you
in the
know,
video.
because we don't got the money and that's why I'm doing it. So once again, you don't have to have a PhD in engineering, but there are ways to make money, right? And if you feel that you are down to your last, the only thing I say is this, when it comes to the whole marriage thing, just be open up front. Right? Talk about it in advance so something like this doesn't happen. But it's also a level of clout chasing because she's now doing interviews.
She's everywhere.
Right? So now everywhere now and now Mace is hitting on her. I don't know if you saw that interview. Cam is hitting on her.
Cameron's
like, yo,
hitting
I
on
can't
her,
stop looking at your breasts. And she laughing like, oh, I'll come and do private massages.
Wow. Wow.
So you just have to understand that the even deeper issue from my perspective is a lack of respect.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
She respects money. She doesn't respect her husband's feelings or anything. Only thing she knows is we have bills, I have bills, and I'm gonna get to this bag.
Yeah.
So that's what she respects. If he stays with her, then it is what it is. But she has already played her hand.
I think she's got a foot out the door. The money funny.
Already.
Yeah.
Already.
You already were doing that.
You
and
ready
he
to
don't
blow
know
it. And he don't know it.
That's too much.
And then how much are you gonna, and listen, if you're doing, like, let's be clear, if you're doing OnlyFans, right, which anyone can go see, and you're keeping that away from your husband, what else are you keeping away from your husband for the sake of money?
Right. Absolutely.
Right? It just opens a whole different can.
But guess what? Her subscriptions went crazy now.
How did she not think he wasn't gonna find out though?
First off, I believe it's, I want to say it's scripted.
You think he in on it?
I think he's in on it.
What dude is okay with his wife doing the OnlyFans? I haven't seen it. I don't know what she's doing.
I've never been on OnlyFans in my life.
From what I hear, it gets pretty,
She's getting
got to
raw
be showing something
to get that bread.
To get the subscription. Yeah, she said she's getting paid.
Well, Black China, she was making what, 10 million a week?
No
was
way.
It 10 million a
A
week?
week?
No way.
Yeah,
no way.
she finally, when she decided, when she rediscovered
Shay,
God.
I love you.
She
I
like
love
the
you.
Steph Curry
I
of
love you,
porn.
but stop.
What the
I love
It
you.
was Tim. That's
but
what
stop.
they said.
No, the they.
She was busting it
whenever
open.
you hear they,
They said.
you got to see who they is. Black China never in her life was making $10 million.
She probably got a couple of M's a year.
They said
A
10 million
year.
a week.
Yeah, right. She would be the highest
Then
person
she found
paid.
Jesus.
Yeah, right.
And
For
Yeah.
$10 million a week.
She don't
I'm
walk away
telling
from
you
that.
what.
man.
She don't even know the Lord for $10 million a week.
Jen, can you pull that out for me,
Yeah,
please?
Yo,
different.
listen, for $10 million a week,
And she went back to
TD
her.
Bishop Jakes wouldn't find Jesus.
You ain't lying. A week?
A week.
That's
All right,
40
just be clear.
that's 40 million a year.
$40 million a year.
Yeah, I don't know the Lord for
You're
40 million.
talking
though.
about,
Listen.
yeah.
I don't know
I'm
the Lord
just
for 40
telling
million a
y'all
month.
what they said.
I don't know you, Jesus.
That would put her in the
But
billionaire
yeah.
category. But so
Yeah.
let's get back to reality. Black China. First off, China ain't making $10 million a
Angela
week.
White.
Yeah.
And yeah, she went back to her government name.
Yeah,
Angela
I
White.
would too.
Yeah, yeah.
So, Shay, what do you
So-
think? Is she
What? What about what?
what?
Going to OnlyFans. She said about that 10 million. You said what I think about OnlyFans for 10
I
million
think
a
I
week.
better cancel my subscription.
with
Not
the-
money drink.
with the wife, with the
I'm
wife
joking.
and the OnlyFans? Is that?
Oh no.
What do you think about that?
Well, I mean, I think anything that you do behind your, your husband's back or your wife's back,
Even if it's lucrative and it now takes care of you
that's
all.
a problem.
It's a
No,
problem.
it's still a problem because
Okay, I just wanna
you're
I'm trying
keeping
to give
secrets.
you a caveat in there. Mm-hmm. Would you do it if you was guaranteed $10 million a week? Would you do OnlyFans?
How did this become about me
I'm just asking
again?
a question. I would, and I would
I
encourage
would.
my lady to do it.
I would. Oh, my lady?
A week?
A week?
10 million a week?
10 million a week.
She gonna have to goddamn bust
My,
something, son.
I would do it for her with my fat ass. Trust me, for 10 million a week,
We could be a
I'd be
team.
out there raw for
We
10
could be
million
a
a week.
team
On
together.
OnlyFans. They'd be like, have you seen this fat Spanish dude yet? He's going
They get
crazy
you confused
on
all the time,
OnlyFans,
don't
right?
they? They get you confused.
They used to confuse me all the time, yo. Growing up
Said
in the
a fat
Bronx,
Spanish
what?
dude.
I get in the taxis and they just start talking Spanish to me and get mad that I didn't know it back.
Maybe you were born here.
No, it's the truth. No, that's
Most
the truth.
Latinos born here don't know Spanish.
Yeah, like,
I can't.
and then I used to be like, I'm Jamaican. They used to be like, Poppy, you know Jamaican.
You're not Jamaican. Like, you
I
don't
know
where
Jamaican. You know Jamaican, Poppy.
Like,
I'd
you
be like,
don't
man,
know
let
where
me
you
out this
are.
You're no heavy D.
Yeah, exactly, right? You don't let me out this taxi.
You know Dwight Myers.
That's hilarious.
Rest in peace to Have, man.
Rest in peace to
You know, I
Have.
told you I love me some Heavy D.
He was my
I
he's
did.
one of the dudes that. So I went to Mount St. Michael Academy. That's right there on the corner of the Bronx and Mount Vernon. So he was super popular up there.
Mm-hmm.
So when I came up there, they're like, Heavy's little brother goes to Mount?
You had the hot top fade?
All that. They used to call me Heavy Me. Yo, Heavy, Me. Heavy Me. Yo, Heavy,
Heavy Me.
I used to be like, what? I can't. But I'm going to tell you this about that man. He gave me confidence.
Yeah.
Right? To see. So once again, and we take it for granted because now we see everything as it's happening.
Yeah.
Social media puts everything in
Yeah.
your face. But at those times, back when I was a teenager, like, it wasn't cool being Jamaican back then. Like, you was a Jamaican booty scratcher.
Damn, they put it on the Jamaicans too?
Yeah. Oh, you Jamaican booty scratcher. Like, you would get all types of stuff, right? So it wasn't cool back then. And then here, this guy came out. So reggae started popping off. But then Heavy D came out. And he was proud to be Jamaican. And he was heavy. And he was getting up and he was dancing.
Light on his
And I
killing
was
it.
like,
He
oh, I
was
could do
killing
that.
it.
I was like, I could do that. I could do that. And it just gave me this different type of confidence.
Yeah.
So, man, rest
Yeah.
in peace to Have. One time I was in this comedy club.
Going
and,
too soon.
And his uncle's super big in the industry. And it was a dark comedy club. But he was like, Dwight. I was like, I am not no Dwight.
You
And
ride
that's
that
your
wave.
family.
You ride that wave, dog.
I ain't ride the wave. I took offense. I used to get all those. Back when Fat Joe came out, oh, forget
Yeah.
it. I respect him now, but when I first came to Del State, I could not stand him because like people were stopping me like in Dover, yo, let me get your autograph. I just started signing them shits after a while. Like, you know what, go ahead, man. Hey, what's your mama name? All right. I'm tired of this.
So listen, when I came to Delaware, they called me Arkansas. Cause when I told them, they was like, yo, where you from? You from the South? I said, Arkansas. That became my name. So at least you weren't called Bed-Stuy. That might have been all right though.
No.
Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, or
Bronx,
New York.
if you-
Bronx.
Yeah, I guess.
Yo, Bronx.
But you don't want to be called every fat light-skinned dude either. Yeah, like, let's be clear.
yeah.
Right? It started getting
They was all
crazy after that.
celebrities,
Yeah.
though.
no,
Did you make
so
it the
what?
Big Pun?
But then I did it so I did a show
I
with Big Pun.
opened for Big Pun back in the day.
And I did a show with Big
Flex
Pun.
then. Flex then.
Right? So 1998 Easter weekend, Pun was just coming out with his album. And I called myself back then. I thought I was gonna be the next Puff, and I told my friends like, "Yo, we're gonna do a show up in New York." We were still in college.
Oh, wow.
We got Hot 97. Miss Jones was the host,
Yes.
right? Miss Jones was the host, and we got Pun to perform. Now I'm gonna tell you this story. I'm outside. Of course, you got to pay these people in advance, stuff like that. One of my people's come, yo, Pun is in a limo. He won't come in. I'm like, don't start, right? Because we done paid him his money. Right now, I'm like 20, 21
Right.
years. I'm still young. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I go in there. He's in a limo. He makes everybody get out. He's taking up the whole back seat of
The
the
whole
show.
back
Like
seat,
literally,
yeah.
he's in the whole back seat. And I'm like, yo, Pun. I'm like, what's up? Like, we ready? He's like, yo, I can't go in there. I said, we could open up both doors. Like, what you mean you can't come in there? And then he was like, nah, I can't come in without protection. And he would not come in the club. He was like, I got one guy with me. He points him, little skinny Puerto Rican dude standing outside. He was like, he's the only guy that's
Clearly
my
had
protection.
a blade on him.
A blade, no, worse than that. But he was like, yo, I cannot come in there without him getting in there, and security's not letting him in. Me at that age, I had no choice because I wasn't gonna lose my money and tell. You don't want to telling people up in New York, yo,
Yeah.
Pun's not showing up.
Exactly.
I would have needed his security.
Exactly.
At that point. So I had to do what I had to do. I had to get it in myself.
You became security?
I became security. I was a
Listen.
promoter. I walked in. Yo, tell your man come in this limo. Because we gonna have this show tonight.
That's right.
And I got it in there. He went in there. And let me say this last part. The stage was about this size right here.
Oh, Lord.
Right? It was just higher. And he couldn't fit on it.
Yeah.
Right? So what he
big.
did was he sat in a chair next to the
performed.
stage, and Fat Joe and Cuban Links got up on this little thing, and they performed, and he performed right there.
Right in the chair.
And the one thing I could say is about Pun, rest in peace, he was a lyrical genius. Like, if you go back and listen to his lyrics, but not only that, for him to be a man of that size, his breath control, what he was able to do rapping
Yeah.
was a gift.
Yeah.
Right? So we miss him. We miss all our rappers that ain't here.
Right.
You know what I mean? Shout out to Biggie,
Biggie.
Pac.
Shout out
Yeah.
to Young Dolph. I got to take
Shout
it
out to
down
Young
south.
Dolph, everybody. Yeah, man.
Wow.
Shout out
Playing.
to Keisha. Yo, shout out to Keisha, man. That was a lot of people don't know Pac was married. His wife, when he was in jail, she was from the BX. That's my people. Shout out
wow.
to Keisha, man.
Okay.
Little brown skin joint, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Keisha,
I seen that.
Listen,
He was married when he passed away?
No, he was married when he went to
Oh,
jail.
when
He
he
needed
went
them
to jail.
conjugals.
Okay.
You know what I mean? He needed them
Got you.
conjugals, and she was there for that and all that. So shout out to her. But
Wow.
you know, just growing up in New York, like I just experienced a lot. Like I was around a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
And you don't even realize it because you're just in the mix.
Because you're in the moment.
in the moment.
Yeah.
Like you're not like, oh, this is Slick Rick. You know what I'm saying? This is not. This is just this dude with a mink coat on and
Yeah.
and some and
Yeah.
a big chain.
So what was interesting too, being down Del State at their homecoming, Dana Dane was on stage and nobody knew who he was, right?
That's
It
crazy.
wasn't a lot of people around the stage at all, but the few people that did know who he was, they were around the stage and they was recording. And I was like listening because my son was playing basketball. Xavier, shout out to Xavier.
As Dana Dane performed?
As
he
Dana Dane was saying, 'cause he was
He like,
performing
man, I'm not
like, on the
stopping for no
basketball court.
nightmares.
Yeah. So I'm like, Xavier, that was Dana Dane. He was like,
He's like,
Mom,
who?
that was back in y'all day. I don't know who that
Yeah.
is, you know? So, and then when we first walked on campus, I walked right past Montel Jordan, and I was like, man, he looks like Montel Jordan.
That was him.
That was him.
The one and only
chilling.
Montel
No
was
security,
out
no
there.
No secret,
no
nothing. But the thing about it, the younger people,
He's
they don't
standing out.
know
He
who
like
they
6'8".
are.
Ain't
He's
he?
tall.
He's
He's
tall.
tall. Yeah.
Yeah.
When he was
Tall.
walking past, I was like, I didn't say is that. I said that's Montel Jordan. I was about to say,
This
can
is
we
how we
going
do
down and we thinking?
Yeah. Oh, that was the
Yeah,
jam.
you know what I'm saying?
That was
That
the
was-
jam. Yeah.
So yes,
Yeah.
Del State homecoming. Thank you for coming down.
Absolutely.
know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying?
I had
Did
a
you
good
enjoy yourself?
time. I had a good.
Where was
I
I?
don't know where you were.
I think I was in Atlanta that weekend. That's the thing.
Were you?
That's the weekend I had the thing in Atlanta.
Okay. All right.
That's-
I had a great time.
That was your first?
It was my first. Well,
Del
my
State?
first Del State homecoming. No. Coming as a, to.
You was gonna say professional. I don't want to know what you was
Not as a
doing there.
professional. No,
Okay.
coming as just to relax, to have a
Gotcha.
good time. But years ago, I opened for what's the twins?
The ones that
poetry
were, the
twins?
ones down with the dog pound.
Back in the day.
The twins
the
with
guys.
Warren
I
G.
can't even figure their names.
They rapped?
No.
Milli Vanilli was not no
They're
devastate.
old- they're
And you got
old
the
now. Oh my
Milli
God.
Vanilli style hairstyle
They
right
sung
This is
now.
a
what
rap.
you do. This is what we do to get you in the move.
Oh, the Whispers.
The Whispers. I opened for the Whispers.
This is
She said
we
twins.
do.
Oh my
They're
goodness.
twins.
Scotty
Yeah,
and
there's some old
Scotty
twins.
and,
Like I don't even know
yeah,
this.
yeah.
Scotty and what's the twin brother? What's the,
So that was
With
the
the mustache.
first.
The
mustache.
Yes. That was the first
Steve
Dell
Harvey
State
before Steve
homecoming
Harvey.
that I experienced. Is when I opened for them.
What was that,
Years
90 what?
ago.
Oh, my goodness.
God, that was years ago.
See, they'll say always had the old school. They were how the
And
young
then-
people joined. Then they had the old school show too.
Yeah, and
They
then
would.
Howard.
For the alumni.
Howard. I performed at Howard's homecoming back in the day.
Nice.
Yeah.
But
I
you
used
got-
to be in the industry, Meeshach.
You got to come and cool out though this year, and I
Uh-huh.
appreciate it because you came by our event.
Yes.
I'm trying to come next year.
Yeah.
Carpet come well.
Yeah.
We'll,
And I thought it was gonna be hard finding you, but you was right there.
Probably with a
Right there.
mic. You probably heard his voice.
You heard we had the double
He
decker.
was right there.
We
Grabbed
had-
me. He was like, here. Go.
Here's your band.
You're good.
Go get some drinks. Go get
He
some
look out.
food.
He look out. And
It's
I had a
o-
good time.
It's open
I was
bar.
in the
I
eight,
wouldn't
though, it's
have
all-
left, but my youngest son was with me, and he was like, "All right, Mom, we've been here since 10:30. It's time to go."
I
You
feel
know.
you.
So we left about 5. Yeah, we left at 5.
That's a good run.
And I
That's a
think you
good
said
time.
everything. So a lot of the panel members was there. B
Yes.
Right was there.
They was. I saw
Oh.
Corey yesterday
Oh, you.
down in Smyrna.
Shout out to Corey. Actually,
Yeah,
he's
Corey's
on now.
in it. Yeah, I saw. What up, C? I saw Corey down in Smyrna. The Cowboys Eagles game was whew,
Oh,
they
wow.
had it at a
crazy
bar?
out there.
At
They
the
had
spot?
at the sports bar. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I gotta watch
So
it at home.
speaking of homecoming,
Yeah.
speaking of sports bars, this year I did for the first year we did a brunch at the sports bar, and with all that singing you talking about that you was doing. I need you to come to my
Come
next
do
brunch.
something.
I am
Oh,
doing.
stop.
I'm
Is it
doing
you
a
or Ebony
R-
Monet?
I'm doing an R&B
Which one we
brunch.
doing?
R&B brunch.
Sing it.
No. He got it's his B day and he got them drinks.
All right, I'm sorry.
Right.
Did
So
that cross the line?
I guess.
November the 26th.
You know how bitch
I'm
will
gonna
lie.
keep it going. Yeah. We're gonna do an R&B brunch. Right.
November
right,
6th?
November 26th. So
November 26th.
I believe that's the that's the Sunday of Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So essentially, what we're doing is this: like all that partying stuff, that's cool, but our peer group, our age group, like is fading out,
Okay.
right?
That's
so
true.
what I like to see, like the brunches are really popular now in terms of not just sitting there eating. We bring in the R&B vibe. We bring in not necessarily karaoke. We might get one person to get up there, but it's just that whole energy of everybody singing
Yeah,
together,
yeah.
right? Because one thing I notice out here is cats will come out here to an event and just sit there and talk to the people they came here with.
Right.
Defeats the whole purpose of
Yeah,
going out.
that's true. That's
You're
true.
not getting up. You're not dancing.
Yeah.
I come from a place where the two places. First off, my Jamaican culture,
Mm-hmm.
and then New York City is a place where all we need is music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't care where that music starts
Yeah.
playing. It's gonna be a vibration.
Wall
Don't-
sweaty.
It don't matter. You add
Yeah.
the little drinks and it's really over. Right? So that's the energy that I'm from. So I'm trying to get back to I'm not a promoter. I stopped promoting a long time ago. The only events that I really do is like homecoming, right? So
Okay.
I'll host events for other people doing that side of
Right.
it. But in terms of me organizing, it's really just homecoming. But going forward, yes, we are going to be doing these brunches because I
Okay.
just love that energy.
Is it now over?
And
Okay.
it's going to be in Smyrna.
Smyrna. Okay.
Is it?
At the sports bar, at the end
That's
zone.
what it's called.
End
Oh, the
zone.
end zone.
End zone.
Oh, right
Call
off
it
Okay.
end zone,
13.
right off of Route 1. You cannot miss
Okay.
it. Right off Route 1. We're going to be there again for Thanksgiving weekend. That's Sunday.
When the tickets go
Okay.
on sale, brother? I'm trying to
Why
be in
would
the
you
building.
need to know? You don't need no tickets. Y'all
We
are-
gonna come there. We gonna go
y'all
down
are-
there.
Y'all are always good. But
gonna
you know,
sing?
Eli, I'm going to make
I ain't
you.
gonna sing, but I'm gonna get in there and act the ass.
Oh, there
You
you
gotta
go.
get in there and do the two-step.
I'm gonna get myself. My hip good now.
You got to let them know if the South got something to say. man.
Always.
You
We
know what I'm
ain't
saying?
scared.
So, but that's it, man. Just good energy and
what's
vibes
Yeah,
out here.
absolutely.
That's all
Michelle
I'm
Washington
bringing.
says, "Sing, Shay.
Listen, Michelle, don't you start
Shay,
with
give
me.
us a little something right now.
Don't you? No,
from the
no,
from
no,
the 90s.
I will not.
Is that Michelle Woman or More?
Yes, it is Michelle
Yo,
Woman of Morris, the one that started
is
trouble.
Hilarious.
Go ahead, Shay. You sing Happy Birthday. to
Yo,
me.
yeah, nah.
Come on,
Go
Shay.
ahead, go ahead, finish. Go ahead.
No,
She-
Shay.
that's a no. She
Happy
ain't gonna
birthday.
do it.
You don't know the Happy Birthday song?
The Marilyn
Sing the
Monroe
version you know.
version.
One time for the birthday.
Nah, not that
Two
one.
time for the birthday.
I heard you sing before. Don't do that. You can sing. Why you
Obviously,
scared?
you open up for the
Go
whispers.
ahead.
All right. So.
Yo, for Walter and Scotty.
You were
can
talking
sing.
about Michelle. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
so shout out to her because at the last Rebirth Live, she was doing crowd control and she was just hilarious.
She
it's,
was.
It's something
Meeshach.
about these light skinned people and just being
Michelle-
aggressive. Fresh is
Meeshach,
aggressive.
yo, when you said, when you whispered to me, Michelle is being light skinned right now, I like the dot. It took everything I had to keep my
she had no,
composure.
but you know why? And you slick, Michelle, because she was slipped in those jokes
Yeah, she
quick
did.
as hell.
She said, "Go on past the
No,
mic."
all right, then that's why you shouldn't answer. I said, wait a minute, did nobody else heard that?
I heard it.
I'm the only one that heard that?
I heard it. No, I heard it.
Oh no, she had the light skin out here, yo. Are you kidding me? But that's the energy we need. We need that energy.
It was hilarious.
No. November
listen, man.
26th, I'm in the building.
Fakeness is
go.
over, yo. Y'all hear me?
At our age, we can't afford to be fake no more.
Yo,
Let's
fake-
enjoy life,
You
yo.
say that, but there's every day
Yeah.
out here you will run into people. And listen, the more you do, right, the more the fakeness is gonna come about. Because once they see you, now it's not just they ain't know who you was. Now it's Eli from the Rebirth Radio.
Right.
So now they feel compelled to shake your hand or give you a
Yeah.
pound or whatever.
And
But
you know
once
what
you
it
walk
is.
away,
Okay,
what's being
then.
said after that? Oh, that country ass. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
You
And-
can't insult me by calling me country. I embrace
because you
that
embrace
shit.
it. You do the 8 Mile. That's the 8 Mile.
Say what you want.
Yeah, if you but
Pig feet eating, pork sausage eating, you can't insult me. Cause this is the D. No one here is above me. I'm just gonna put it
That's
like
right. Go
there
ahead.
you go.
on, E.
And that's what the thing is.
This
You,
ain't
you
LA.
have to own it. Yeah, you
This
know what I
ain't
mean?
fucking,
Yeah.
You know, stop it.
So it's
Anyway.
like fakeness is out,
I'm just
man.
saying.
Fakeness is out. If you out here just saying whatever you think
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
cool to somebody's face, believe me, it's gonna catch up to you. Karma, you know, all of
doubt.
that stuff,
Absolutely.
man. Like that's it. And people get upset that I say that. Like, when is the truth wrong?
Right. Right.
If you feel like the
Right.
truth is wrong, you need to reevaluate
Yeah.
yourself.
For sure. For sure.
No,
For
Eli?
sure.
You just checked the watch.
It's some disrespectful people in the room. I tell you where we at right now,
Jen
though.
acting up.
Yeah, she just texted me some nonsense. I feel like we're in like Hell University.
Hell,
Yeah,
University?
the
because
heat-
it's hot.
the
It
heat
is
is
pretty
insane in
hot.
here.
Yeah, it is pretty hot in
Like
here.
I'm gonna be
It is
musty
hot.
in this motherfucker. Let's
So while we try to get a cool dog,
crack a window or something.
I know you have
This is
now
getting
just
warm.
partnered with Big
Yes.
Brother and Big Sister. So let's get into that. Let's
Thank
talk
you
about
so
that.
much.
40 minutes in.
Absolutely.
Yeah, right? Like now we can get to the business.
Let's get to it.
So, yes, I am the new brand ambassador for Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Delaware.
Give it up.
Thank you
Give it
so
up.
much. I appreciate it. Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Delaware is the first and longest running mentoring program in the state of Delaware.
Wow.
Right? The whole premise behind Big Brothers and Big Sisters is that we as bigs, we call
Yeah.
ourselves bigs,
Yeah.
we need to guide our littles, right? And
Absolutely.
for me, when I first started seeing what they were doing, and them, shout out to the executive director, Anya Lindsay Jenkins.
Okay.
Shout out to Ronique Haney, right? Who's their cultural engagement. He has so many hats that he wears. But when they
Nice.
first reached out to me, so the thing with me is this, yo. Like, people think, especially now, right? Like, if you see my face or Radio Shack or a bunch of places that I'm just taking whatever gig people's calling me for. I don't. So if whatever you're doing doesn't align with the type of person that I am,
Yep.
I'm not going to do it.
Yep.
So you're not going to catch me hosting a Magic Mike, you know what I'm saying, contest or something like that. It has to
Yeah.
be something that aligns. So when they approached me about this and we started talking about it, it just made sense because I grew up as a little, right? And I was blessed because I had a strong mother, right? Because I didn't have a pops.
Yeah.
Right? My father lived in Jamaica. I never grew up with my father. My mother's actually in Jamaica right now. Shout out to Bev. She's
Oh,
over there.
okay.
Yo, shout out to my brother, man. My brother got
Nice.
married and I couldn't be out there.
Oh,
wow.
wow.
Nah, that hurt.
Congratulations.
That
Yeah.
hurt.
Oh.
Congratulations, Meeshach Stennett, man. Wish you all the best.
He
You
lives
know what I'm
there?
saying?
Nice.
No, he just went out there. That's what I'm
Just to
saying.
get
These cats that be
married.
doing these
Okay.
destination weddings. Y'all better cool
Yeah,
out.
I know.
Like it's real in this field right now.
Yeah.
Right?
But
and then I'm
if your
married with
family live
kids.
there, it helps.
It does. So actually, my mom's staying out there with family right now, but my father's lived there forever. So I never grew up with a father, right? It was just my mother. And I was just lucky to have a super strong mom.
Yeah.
Because I had so many of my friends that did not have that.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw, we were a fatherless generation back then.
Right.
And so many of my friends that didn't have that, I saw the ways that they went compared to the ways that I went. So even now, whenever I talk about any of this stuff, I never sit up here and be like, oh yeah, I'm from the mud, or I got it, and I made my, because all it would have taken to have a different moms.
Yeah.
And I would have been, who knows what I'd have been. Y'all have been
Yep.
trying to come out here right now, and I'd have been like, yo, I need everything y'all got.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
But that wasn't the case, and
Yeah.
I had a strong mother. But there's so many, especially in our community, children, black and brown children who don't have a father figure, right? Or even that strong mother who is in the house
Yep.
telling them these certain things. And we can't take it for granted that these kids want to be great too. So
Absolutely.
my goal as a new brand ambassador for Big Brothers Big Sisters is to make being a big deal.
Nice.
That's what's up.
I
I
love
want
that.
all
We
my
need
brothers
that.
and sisters. I want when I'm coming close to the end of 1 year, I want to take a huge group picture and just show all of these people together with our littles, because I want this to start here in Delaware and go on nationwide. Big Brothers Big Sisters is a nationwide
Yeah.
company, organization, and I just want to show them, we're the first state.
Yep.
So if we could show them what we could do for our community,
Yeah.
because at the end of the day, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm tired of asking other people or cultures to help us. I'm not that person.
They jump in though, typically.
They will, and
For
they
whatever
will.
reason.
And they'll jump in, and a lot of those times, those reasons might not be genuine, right? But they might have the resources to make it happen. So that's why it's important when we get people like Anya Lindsay Jenkins,
Right.
appointed as executive director, and
sure.
she goes in there and she says, we're not just gonna keep doing the same things we've been doing. And she goes in and says, you know what? Just like these major corporations and these sports brands, they get a brand ambassador. We're gonna go look for one too. That takes a lot.
Yep.
So salute to them for shouting that.
Absolutely.
How does one become involved? How does one become a big brother
Yes.
or a big sister? What's the
Okay.
steps to that?
So first off, right now, at first, we're moving away from just the individual mentoring, right? Because a lot of people think that if you're a mentor, you got to come and give up a certain amount of hours per week and be with just one kid. No, we're going to more group mentoring, right? So for example, like this week, oh man, I'll be at Howard High on Thursday.
Okay.
Right, so I'm gonna go to Howard High to talk to the kids. I'm actually gonna give them a Canva tutorial, right?
Nice.
Because so many, if you want to do your own thing right now,
Right.
Canva's the way to do it,
Right.
right? So if I could give them a tool from now that they could use to start to do their own things, I mean, that, you know what I'm saying? That's where it goes. So we're starting off with group mentoring, but we do have, the website is bbsde.org, right? bbsde.org is the website.
BDS.
BBS.
BBS.
And yes, and I had to get
BBS.
accustomed to that because
Like the
Got
rep.
I always wanted to say BBL at first. Or
Yeah,
BB
no.
Dub. You know what I mean? But it's bbsde.org, right?
We know California.
Yeah. So, but also you could always go to my page, right? So Radio Shack, if you go to my Instagram page, Radio Shack, I have the link in my profile where you can go and apply to be a mentor. And guess what? Right now, we're also giving incentives.
Oh my god.
So like if you complete the application process, you get like a $25 gift card.
Okay.
If you stay for a certain amount of time, you get like a $50, right? So we understand that people's time is important and vital, right? But we also understand that giving up some of that time can change a little's life.
No doubt.
You all right? Did I
when
give you the
go
right
there,
website?
That ask this guy. He should be in attendance. I mentor him.
Okay.
He's at that school.
Okay.
Call his name out.
I'm gonna
He
holler at
should
him.
be around. We gotta wrap him with love, much love, and I've been doing it, but the more the merrier.
Okay.
It's my guy right there.
I'ma
He's
give him a
senior.
shout.
He's
Yeah.
a senior. Just shout him out.
Yeah,
He
man,
calls
for
me
sure.
Mr. Ed. So if
Why?
you say, "Well, my name is Edward," don't call me Mr. Eli.
Okay.
Eli's for the radio.
I thought it was a horse reference or something. I
Nah,
got thrown off.
yeah. The parents laugh at that, but the kids have no idea.
Yeah.
Well, the grandparents, because the parents are young, so the grandparents. But yeah, that's dope.
So let me tell you about, where we met at was the Brandywine program, which was a intensive outpatient.
You and Shaq. I was like, how you know? You met
You
Shaq
and I.
Okay.
Intensive outpatient program that was here in Delaware, where we would see kids in their homes or in the community and do therapy with them, and take them to places that they've never seen before, like Rehoboth Beach.
Yeah.
Right? A lot of your kids
Dover.
right in Wilmington didn't even see those things. So Big Brother and Big Sister was an organization that we will use for these kids. However, the problem was there was always a wait. It was a big waiting list. So what does that look like now? Because that was over a decade.
Is that why you do the group thing?
Yes.
Because of the weight?
Yes. So
Okay.
That makes sense.
you don't want to say, okay, you have to match up an individual person with each individual child, because then that weight can become. And then once again, also at the same time, there was a process. You do have to vet certain people, right? You can't just let anybody who want to be around kids
Absolutely.
Exactly.
be around these kids,
Exactly.
right? So we do have to vet them. There's an application process, but it has been streamlined significantly, right? So some of your concerns have been some of the concerns for years. We have addressed that, so it's not a super long wait. So if you go to the website, you can find out how to become a little or become a big, right?
Okay.
And that's very important. And at the end of the day, we have so many great things that people just don't know about.
Yeah.
And my job is to make sure that they know about Big Brothers, Big Sisters.
It's important. So if they go to the website, they can sign up through
Correct.
there?
Yes, they can
Okay.
apply to be a mentor. Once again, I have it right on my page, because I know sometimes with people, if you give them a couple steps, woo.
Yeah.
As if you ask for 3 clicks, it's like, forget it.
Yeah.
It's like asking somebody to discover America again.
Right,
You understand
right.
what I'm
The
saying?
attention
Exactly.
span of adults is
Of
Exactly.
adults, right? So
Yeah.
what I did was I put in if you go to my bio, if you go in the profile, you will see it right there. I do believe I have it at the top. You can apply to be a mentor. Thank you. Because I just put it on there with the new post.
Okay.
Because I put up a post, the recap for Trunk or Treat. So Saturday, October 28th,
Yeah.
we did our first event, my first event as the brand ambassador.
Yeah.
We did it down in Dover at our future home of our Youth Enrichment Center. So Big Brothers Big Sisters of Delaware has purchased a parcel of land down in Dover. We're turning it into a youth enrichment center so the kids can come. We'll have a
Nice.
playground, basketball courts, we'll
Nice.
have podcasting in there, anything that you
Oh,
want.
wow.
Right? So we understand that we need to keep the youth engaged.
Yeah.
And
you
not-
have to.
What part of it's your
have to.
Queen, New Street? Where you
Dover
at?
is down there right before you get to Byler's. So it's on
Okay,
Forest
out
Avenue.
8.
Yeah, so if you
Yeah,
go
Route
past
8.
Dover,
Yeah. I know where you
before
at.
you get to Byler's, it's right there. You're gonna see the big sign. It used
Wow,
to be
that's good stuff.
a veterans clinic.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
A
I
veterinarian,
know what you're
whatever.
talking
So,
about. Yeah. I love
and-
Byler's, by the way.
Yeah, that ice cream is popping. That
Bruh.
is like the secret.
I'm just get it cracking out there.
What? Anyway,
Yes.
so it's right there, and that is our future youth enrichment center. Will be fully operational in 2024. We encourage people to come down, but we did our first event there, a Trunk or Treat. We had a bunch of cars there. We had staff members. We were planning for 100 children. We had over 400.
Wow.
So over 400 children showed up.
Congratulations.
Yeah, that's what's up.
And it just goes to show that it's needed
No doubt.
in Kent
needed.
County.
It's needed everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Because literally right in Selma Woods,
Yep.
in Newark, there was it 2, 3 people got
Three.
shot. 3 people got shot.
3.
It
My
was-
daughter asked me to take
And
her
that
up
used to be
there
a really
go.
nice neighborhood. I mean, it's still a nice aesthetically neighborhood,
Us-
but that's crazy.
3 people,
Yeah,
right?
it's crazy. Yeah.
And it's the world that we live in.
Yeah, it is.
Right now, where
is.
you're gonna say,
And that's sad.
even going trick or treating. But think about this: schools, church. Right now, all the places that you would think. Thanks for putting the capital S in there. I respect that. I do got my junior here too. Meeshach Jr.'s in here. The only other Meeshach I know in the state of Delaware. But
Love it.
you know, a lot of places just aren't safe right
Yeah, it's not.
right?
It's
So
not.
what we're trying to do with Big Brothers and Big Sisters with our Youth Enrichment Center is to give our youth, and we go from 7 to 17 years old, we want to give them a
7 to
safe place,
17. Nice.
a safe space.
I have a question for you.
Sure.
So what would you say is the most difficult part about being a part of Big Brothers and Big Sisters, and the most rewarding part?
So you have to remember, I am new to it.
Okay.
Right? So the biggest part that I would see already is going to be really resonating with some of these at-risk youth.
Yeah.
Right? Because I mentioned 7 to 17. If you could get them early on,
That's the
and
key.
you could start to talk to them early on and show them that somebody cares and all of that, I think
Yeah.
you have a higher chance of reaching that child.
Absolutely.
The later on that you go, especially in today's society, it's harder. And even when we were youth, we had a certain level of respect for the older, our
adults,
older
for our elders.
our elders.
For our elders.
Yeah.
Whereas now they're like, man, get out my face.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
curse in front of anybody.
You understand? They curse
Yep.
it. And I started realizing that when I was having kids, right? And I'm sitting in the basketball games, and these kids are sitting around me. We acted different if a
Right.
parent was around. They was acting the same.
do not care.
They didn't
Yep.
care who was there.
Yep.
Right? So for me, one of the challenges
Mm-hmm.
is going to be trying to reach the older, right? The older generations of them, right? The teenagers, the 15, 16, 17, especially the males.
Yeah.
Right? Because we know nationwide, statewide, and down in Dover, Kent County, there are gang problems.
Yeah.
And once they get into that gang culture, it's hard to get them out of there. And hearing somebody's words doesn't
Right.
resonate as
Yeah.
much. They're going to be like, well, how do I get money? Right? Or how do I stay
If he's
protected?
trying to shoot me, what do I do?
What I do? Because it ain't going to be
Yeah.
called Mr. Shaq.
Yeah.
And I'm going to talk
Right,
the
right,
other
right.
guy down, and it don't work like that.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think the earlier on you can get them.
That's right.
And the other thing is, for me, going back to what we said earlier, is I'm just going to be me.
Yeah.
Right?
And that's
I'm going to
enough.
talk to them just the way that I would
That's
talk to
enough.
my kids. I'm going to be honest and open and transparent. I come from
And relatable.
and relatable.
And
Yo,
relatable.
listen.
That's it.
That's
right
the
there.
key.
That's
I
the
come
key.
from. I know that a lot of these cats. Oh, I come from the hood. I don't know how much more hood you gonna come from than me. Right? The South
Can't
Bronx,
out-hood
the,
me.
the Bronx during the 80s and 90s during the
Yeah.
crack era. They knew about us around the world,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I survived that. Right?
Yeah.
So you're not gonna come be like, oh, my environment, I have to do that. I get it. You might not have all the opportunities, but that's why Big Brothers and Big Sisters is gonna come here to try to give you as many opportunities as possible. And at that point, it's gonna be on them to make the
Absolutely.
choice of what they want to be in life.
Say, I don't know if you can agree to this, but I've had kids that I've worked with that have been like just tough. Like their mind state is their block. This is what it's always been. My uncle was this. My big brother was
Yeah.
this. My dad. So what I've done in the past, and you tell me if you, like I've had kids that are their age that's on the right track. Talk to them and say the exact same thing I'm saying to them, and it hit different.
Right.
It's crazy to have
Relatable.
a male mentor your age. You don't look at him as a mentor, but somebody who's your age who is like on the right
Yeah.
track. That is key.
So that's key. And I'm glad that you mentioned that, because one of the key things that I plan to implement as the brand ambassador for Big Brothers and Big Sisters is to bring in my other partnerships. Delaware State University, right? I'm going to make sure that we set up a hub, because I need these kids
Yep.
who are currently way closer to them in age.
Yep. 2-3
that
years
are-
older. Yep.
Exactly.
Come
That are
talk to
in
them.
college.
Absolutely.
They're
Same
doing it.
music.
Absolutely.
We dress the same,
All
but
that.
I'm in college.
I need
Absolutely.
them to talk to these kids, not just
Yep.
me. So what I'm going to do is, once we get all this together, we're going to start bringing them to the school. We'll bring you to homecoming. You need to see what it is,
Yeah.
because it wasn't until I didn't want to go to college. I didn't want to go to college, right? I'm smart.
What was your plan? Like,
I
if
don't
you
know.
when you weren't thinking college, what were you thinking?
I thought I was going to be the next
You're
heavy
gonna be the next
D.
Puffy. Oh, yeah, okay, heavy me. You
I
thought I
was
was gonna take
light-skinned.
off.
I said I was gonna run with heavy me. I could dance. You know what I'm saying? I said, yo, why do I gotta go to school? I don't gotta know
Get this
shit.
Right.
They're not gonna teach me nothing there. And then my mom told me, like, bro, you're going to do something. And it wasn't even working. So you have to remember, once again, you know, that whole Jamaican culture, the whole thing was come over here to get a better lifestyle, right? At the time, I have a bunch of women, like aunts and stuff. So everybody was nurses.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna be a male Fokker, right? And for those that are like, Fokker is the term
that
for
movie.
meet
He
the
was a male
parents,
nurse.
right? So I wasn't gonna be, you know what I'm saying, a Fokker, right? And I said, you know what? My mom was like, but you're gonna go to college.
Yeah.
You don't have a choice. Like, and that's when I came down to Del State on a visit. Me and my friend Delanio, rest in peace, Delanio, came down here on a visit, and it was like a cold day in New York. And when we came down here, it was super nice. And I just got that whole black college experience.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I ever said this, but I only put in one college application. My high school counselors were so upset. I went to shout out to Mount St. Michael Academy. I went to a prestigious all-male academy where when you left there, you were going to Ivy League schools.
Okay.
Especially as a minority.
Okay.
Because they were like, yo, Shaq, we can get you with your SAT scores and everything else. We can get you wherever you want. They're going to take you just because you're black. And I'm like, well, I want to go somewhere just because I'm black.
Right.
Not to be around
They weren't
somebody
feeling
else.
down.
Yeah.
And they wasn't. They was telling me all types of stuff. This is not what your mother paid this tuition
Oh my
for.
gosh.
You understand? Like, but you have to understand at the
Yeah.
same time, back then in the 90s,
They
you
didn't
didn't
know.
know
Yeah.
that you were gonna go and get the same level of education at a historically black college. They were
Right.
looking at JV.
But here's
Yeah.
the thing, to me, I look back on. So you come here from New York, and most people from New York that I've met, you know, in a New Yorker's mind, New York is the world. Nothing else outside of New York matters. The 5 boroughs, right?
I mean, it's the center of the universe. I mean, it's the
I mean,
capital.
it was, but New York doesn't set the trend anymore. I think we can all agree on that.
Why? Who does?
Which means
We can have this conversation. We can definitely.
You're gonna say the South or Atlanta?
I'm
just
gonna
wanna be
say the
clear.
South, period.
So you're gonna switch from just one state, one city, because New York City is just one city.
Okay, let's
you're
say-
gonna switch that
okay,
to a
go ahead,
whole
go ahead.
area.
Okay, let's say the East Coast then.
Okay.
The East Coast does not set the trend anymore.
Okay.
And we all know culturally, the East Coast probably ends at Virginia. I'm gonna say Maryland to be safe.
I would end it right here.
Okay, that's fine. You throw me off my topic.
I'm sorry. My bad.
My point is,
gonna say Frank?
my point is, you coming to Del State, it made you meet dudes from Georgia. It made you meet dudes from Upper Marlboro, Maryland. It made you meet dudes from. It wasn't just New York dudes. So not only do you get the education, but you get the real world education of meeting people from everywhere. Did you know a dude with gold teeth from Florida before you came to Del State?
No.
Probably not.
I did not.
That's what I'm saying. It gives you.
But let me say this, right? So it's actually, what you're saying is right because it opens up your world
Right.
to new people, new experiences. But for me, it was vice versa, right? Growing up in New York City in the Bronx, I grew up in a melting pot.
Yeah.
I grew up in the United Nations.
Yeah.
Right? I grew up where a Vietnamese person might call me the N-word.
Well, damn.
Yeah, because at the time growing up then, we didn't realize that. We just was all together in this community, right? We're in the struggle. We're in the hood. The rest of America is a certain way, but the Bronx is a gutter. So it didn't matter how you looked. It didn't matter who you are, and we was just all together. Flash forward now, come here. The difference that I met now is all these different black people.
Right. Okay.
I met different black people from different states. And it was a culture shock for me,
Right.
right? So being West Indian, I didn't travel down south a lot, right? I used to go down to, I spent summers in Florida, and Miami's their own planet,
Right.
That's how.
right?
Like New York is his own
their
thing.
own planet, their
It's his
own
own thing.
language,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
everything. So when I was going down there back in like the Canes time, the 90s, and it was super popping
Yeah.
out there, right? That was the only experience I had with down south. Now I come here, and now I'm introduced to DC, right? I didn't even know Jersey people like that, right? Maryland, I love Maryland, by the way. Sorry, ladies, I love it.
Shout out to PG County.
Yeah, so
The
and
fly is
Philly,
always.
and all of these different people, and it was a culture shock for me, right? Because I had to learn. So they kicked me out of Del State freshman year, bro. They kicked me out of Del State my freshman year. The same person now who was brand ambassador, the same person.
Why did you get kicked out?
But you went back.
Of course.
Oh, okay.
Of course. Yeah. No. I snuck right back in there. I said, oh, hell no. No, they said that.
You can't be working at Jay Riggins in the
So,
Delaware Mall.
so let me say this. This whole Meeshach Stennett thing, it's a gift and a curse as well.
Right.
Because ain't no, when they say, oh, Meeshach was there, they gonna pull me up right away. It was only one, right? And they was like, oh, back then it was like, oh, you're a New York gang, blah, 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 blah. And they ran and they did this whole big thing with all these upperclassmen, and I was the only freshman. And I'm gonna tell you a true story, right? Going back to my mom's, our connection is super tight, right? So that morning, like 7:20 in the morning, my phone rings. In college, your phone shouldn't be ringing 7:20 in the morning for no reason. Even my shorties know, don't call me at that time.
That's panic.
My phone rings. I'm like, yo, who's calling me? I pick up. My mother says, what's wrong? I said, what's wrong is you calling me at 7:20 in the morning. That's what's wrong. She's like, no, what happened? And when she said that, I said, Mommy, I don't know what you're talking.
Oh.
She was at the door?
No, the police was at the door.
Oh, Lord.
And I hung up. I said, let me call you back. And I hung up.
God.
And it was police and security, and they came and did all this stuff. Once again, I didn't do anything illegal, right? I've never robbed anybody in my life. No, none of that. But they said, oh, you're a gang. And the funny thing is when I came in there, I'm laughing. I think it's a joke. I'm going to get written up, right?
Right.
Rest in peace, Dr. Motley. She was like, oh, Meeshach, we've been hearing your name since the first day of school.
What?
So I crashed a motorcycle my second week on campus. Listen, once again, coming from the Bronx, I was just still being me.
You were still
Right?
being
I was still being
Yeah.
me. I was still BX. I was out there. Wasn't robbing nobody, nothing dumb, but I was enjoying my life. I was
Yeah.
17 years old,
Yeah.
away from home.
Right,
Like, are
right.
you kidding me? I don't got to be in a certain time, this, that, and third. No,
Right.
I was
He
was
living
wilding.
life.
He was wilding.
Wilding.
Oh, Jesus.
But not in a
Lord.
bad way. Right?
thinking about my child
my
right now.
GPA was
He's on a
still
motorcycle
golden.
right now.
Right? My GPA was still great. Like,
Uh-huh.
and that was another thing at the time. It wasn't challenging academically.
Okay.
Right? So once again, if I could just bang out my work and then I'm outside in the circle,
Yeah.
that's what I'm gonna do.
Right.
Now everybody's gonna know me, all that, you know. They
Mike
let us
ran over
light-skinned
like
kids
12
with freckles.
dudes in the circle.
You know what I mean? So it was just a different
So
experience.
what was
and they
their
sent me
issue
home.
with you? Like what was you're a gang? Why did they think you were a gang?
Because of what these other guys was doing. And that's what and my mom used to always tell me, like, yo, show me your company, I'll show you who you are. Right? So at the end of the day, it was just a big inconvenience.
Yeah.
But back
Like-
then, everybody was clicked up. Philly cats
Everybody
hung with
was
Philly
clicked
cats.
up.
Wilmington cats
Yeah.
hung with Wilmington.
Correct.
That's just how
So
DC
you
hung
had
with
to
DC.
run, and you had to run with
Yeah,
the
that's
New
how.
York dude.
And it might be like
Yeah.
that
Listen,
now.
I'm not gonna lie to you. When Del State in the '90s was known for, it was some jailhouse.
I was
behavior
around.
going
I
on.
was in and out.
You know what
there
I'm saying?
a
Like
little
when
bit.
you came down to Del State, you had to get clicked up. Like, it's really a jail mentality. Not to say it like that, but by the time you got to like your first party and all of that,
Yeah.
you already had to be clicked up. People was already fighting, like all that. So my
Yeah.
And not
freshman
to
year,
mention the locals who didn't like
Yeah.
just a regular 21-year-old Dover dude who ain't doing nothing. You could get on. You could just walk on the yard. Then you could just do whatever.
don't bag your shorty. Don't
Shots
let it
getting
shorty
fired.
because. And so my freshman year, there was a shootout.
Yeah, Martin
No,
Luther
no,
King Student
so
Center,
my-
wasn't it?
And so there wasn't.
I was
but-
always out there and the shit would
But
pop
my
out.
sophomore year, a shootout happened in the circle because now you can't drive on campus, and it's because of stuff like that.
Yeah.
And a young lady got shot. A student got shot.
Was you there when the whole big train thing happened with the
They're
Yes,
ready
I
to go
was.
make me get my child after this.
Yes, I was. No. X is good.
I
X
go
is good.
back to that.
So I was there during that time. I will never forget that because it was during the basketball tryouts. Right? And I'm just a big basketball fan. I wasn't trying. I was just sitting there watching.
Yeah.
I'm one of them dudes. I'm sitting there joking and clowning people like, you
Right,
ain't going
right.
to make the team, bro. You might as well come sit over here with us.
Come chill over here.
Right? You sweating for no reason, right? And I'll never forget coming back to the dorms and everyone like this energy. And I saw the girl.
What was that? What Tubman? What dorm was that?
No, there was an Evers at the time.
Evers.
That's where my
So
child
what
is.
happens, for those that don't know, back in the days, a young lady that called herself...
that was you. Oh.
No, she told me
I
to
thought you
cut.
had a moment
She's
over
like,
there.
she know I'm gonna get my child.
Oh.
No, he'll be fine. That's
That
a whole
was- we
different.
talking 30
the
years
ni-
ago.
You're talking the
Oh, no, I done
90s.
We
seen
talking
the
30
videos
years ago.
already.
Listen.
Listen.
It's
So
all right.
at the time, a young lady who was HIV positive
Yep.
was going around and was having sex with anyone
Jesus.
who was willing to do it. And I'll never forget coming out of there and Cass was like, yo, there she go. Yo, you could. I was like, get her.
Wow.
I was like, yo, y'all are bugging. Right? And that turned so quickly. It turned from excitement to now when she came out like a couple of days later was like, oh yeah, I got the monster.
Oh my God.
Now that turned from, oh, I did this, I
remember
did
that
this
vividly.
to, oh, I ain't do that. And Cass is like, yes, you did. I'm talking about there were fights.
It was ugly. I
Whatever
remember that. It was
whatever,
ugly.
I don't know if she fully knew what she just wanted to get back at whoever wronged her.
Right.
But she set that school on fire
Oh my.
that
Literally.
semester. So I'm thankful once again
You weren't up in that
that
dorm.
what my mom's taught me about all of that and instilled that in me. Like, yo, just because it's easy don't mean it's good.
But the fact that Cass was lying up and she was hitting them all off. Like,
She was
why are
walking-
you in this line to get...
when I walked in my dorms and they pointed her out, and she was walking with just a t-shirt on,
Wow.
walking through the boy dorms, and it wasn't co-ed back then.
And you know Cass, young, dumb, they going raw.
Yeah, all the
Yeah,
listen,
everybody.
man.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. Shout out to
So-
Corey Van. Hey Corey,
Listen,
what's going on?
shout out to everybody who made it out of a HBCU in the 90s.
Jesus,
It was a
Lord.
different experience, but it made us stronger, tougher, and we here
Lord.
now. I feel like I went to
Weird now.
war.
I wonder where
Oh my
she is.
God.
I hope she's alive. I hope she's in a better place because hurt people, and she hurt
Yeah, no
a
doubt.
lot
Wow.
of people. Somebody hurt her, and she found a way to hurt a lot of people. Listen, since I mentioned war, can we just mention one topic that I don't know if being talked about enough in our platforms?
What's that?
What's happening in Gaza?
Oh yeah.
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 A lot of people sit and think that because we're not seeing it in terms
Yeah.
of right here in our face, that it doesn't impact us, right? And if you remove yourself from humanity like that, then you become inhumane.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, so we got all bent out of shape. At 9/11, we lost 2,000 people. And our whole world changed. Homeland security, defense,
We
and all
got
that.
bent out of shape when Ukraine first got bombed on by Russia.
Yeah, but the point
This country, I mean,
this
not
country,
per
right?
se
But what
black
I'm
folks.
saying is when
Yeah.
when the United States got hit, right, and we
Oh, yeah.
lost it, we lost less than 2,000 people. 9/11.
Mm-hmm.
Already alone in Gaza, we're approaching 4,000 children.
Yes.
Jesus, that's crazy.
4,000 children have already been killed as a part of this war, and the same country that we sitting in here and all that is not trying to stop it because of who's involved. And I'm not going to sit here and say who's right and wrong. You can go do your research, right? I know that that area was not originally inhabited by Jewish people, right? The state of Israel was not created until 1948. But yet, they control a large part of the world, not just that area. And if we sit back and watch right now, so first off, let's condemn Hamas for what they did on October 7th and starting reigniting all of this. But let's not forget that these people who are living with a 50% unemployment rate, who's living in the most populated piece of planet on the planet.
Yeah.
There's 2 million people living in that little strip of land, and they're being withheld in every single way. And then when they do something wrong, it's like, oh my God, they're terrorists, they're barbarians. But what if it was us?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
What if somebody came back right now and was like, you know what? This was our shit 1st. And we're gonna start moving in here slowly but surely. We're gonna start getting the power that we need.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna call this ours.
Yeah.
Don't
And
be an
then
uproar.
y'all
Don't
gotta
be an
leave.
uproar.
Right. Right. Right.
What would we be doing?
Yeah. That's crazy.
You ever saw the movie Red Dawn? You watched Red
Yeah,
Dawn.
back in the day.
Back in
Yeah.
the day
Yeah.
when they came, like, that was so, oh my gosh, how could a country invade another country? Like, at the end of the day, when Europe, once again, because it's with colonizing, right?
Right.
Because
Right.
prior to
Right.
1948,
Right.
Palestine was British ruled,
Mm-hmm.
right? So they was over there getting whatever they could get out of there, whatever it was. And then when it was too much of a problem, then it was like, yo, we out.
Right.
We're gonna name it Israel, right? So back when all of this happened in America, because it happened to the Native Americans, if there was a United Nations back then, they
Right.
would have had to step up and be like, yo, y'all can't do this.
And
Right.
support them.
And support them.
Yeah.
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 But it just so happens that we're watching something similar right now, and they're not getting the support. So I just didn't want to be sitting here up here
Yeah.
talking about all
Which
of
is
this
surprising, sort of, kind of.
It's real. I mean, it's real. No, I
They're
definitely
not getting
feel
the
that.
support.
because of the backing. Right? If it was another like right now, yo man, people don't respect the U.S. because we got the most money.
And we get involved in everything.
Yes.
But that's a part of the United Nations. That's a part of having allies. We almost have to.
There's a difference between the United Nations and the United States.
Yeah.
The United Nations is its own organization. They have their own military force. They got
Yep.
all that.
Yep.
So then why do we jump in everything?
Because that's us. And because we have our allies, the people that we deal with, that we know we
And we
need to
trade and
protect.
barter with, too. We make millions off of these people. And they us.
Yo, bro.
Yeah. No, I get
The
it.
state of Israel is not a big piece of land. It is surrounded in the Middle East by all of these other countries, but the state of Israel is one of the most powerful countries that we have on this
Yeah.
planet because of their influence, not because of the amount of people, no, because of their influence. And it's just like, so I'll give you the example. We still the biggest bullies on the block. Right? We still got the most guns, the U.S. We still got
Yeah,
the most
yeah.
guns and all that, right? So now if you on the block and you getting money and you know that there's a dude that run this whole block, you're going to put him on your payroll.
Yeah.
You're going to be like, yo, bro, you make sure that I'm good. You make sure ain't nobody taking my bread.
And we all
Right.
eat.
And I'm going to hold you down. And we just
Right.
going to eat.
Yeah.
And we
Right.
don't care who coming through.
That's a very hood way of explaining it.
It is. Hey,
You
listen.
gotta be relatable.
Understood it, right?
Very hood way of explaining it.
Understood, right? Shout out to M. O'Neill. Thank you for tuning in tonight. I see all your comments. We appreciate you. Thank you. She said 100% Meeshach. She also said congratulations as well.
Thank you.
So thank you for tuning in. Shout out to Corey Wilkerson. Of course, he's another friend of the show. Family of the show, I should
Shout
say.
out to Silla May.
Hey, Silla, what's up?
C was at the game yesterday. Read it out. Red fitted hoodie.
Okay,
Come
Corey.
on, C. Who was?
Corey.
Corey.
Sue Woo.
Yeah, exactly. I'm about to
Wilkerson?
say.
You from the Bronx, bro. What you doing?
Listen, let me
You
tell
know
you.
he from the Bronx. I
How
know he
about-
from the Bronx.
How
I did.
about I saw this video. Somebody had posted this video, and I don't even know the name of the place, but I know it was in New York, right? And they was talking about this hoagie. It was a turkey hoagie.
Well, we don't call hoagies, but
well,
What y'all call them?
what y'all call
Subs?
them?
chopped cheese.
Oh wow.
So we do y'all
Salad.
do cheesesteaks. We do chopped cheese.
Oh wow.
Right,
Okay.
but even
Good.
then, but we never called
Okay.
even back at we was never hoagies. We be a hero.
Hero.
Okay,
Hero.
hero is what I remember.
So when
Okay.
I'm from Jersey. I don't know if you knew that. So I'm from Jersey. We just call them subs, right? Living here in Delaware and then being in Philly a lot, hoagies is what they call them. So this sandwich looked so good. I called everybody. I was about to call you, and Corey was like, "Nah, Shaq from Brooklyn too."
From the Bronx.
I don't know what you.
Shaq said, "Don't get it
from the
twisted."
Bronx.
That's blasphemy.
Shaq- yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm
Shaq
sorry.
saying I'm from Alabama.
Woo.
You take it personally.
The sub place was from Brooklyn.
Okay.
It was from Brooklyn. My apologies.
That's all good.
So I was like, all right, Corey, you not? He's like, nah. I said, well, let me call Meeshach because I'm like, next time y'all go up there, I want y'all to bring me one.
Yeah, that was.
So we had to I found Nellie B. Nellie B is from Brooklyn.
No, she's not.
She is.
She's
I
from.
talked to her.
I've been to her hometown. She's from.
Uh-oh.
Shit.
She told me she was from Brooklyn.
I mean, that sounds good, but that's not what she's from.
Oh, now
She's
you
from
can
the
put her on
suburbs out
blast.
in. Well, I didn't know I was putting her on blast. So,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Okay, Nellie's from Brooklyn. Go
Okay,
ahead.
she
Well,
from Brooklyn.
Nellie's
Go
supposed to
ahead.
be bringing me this chopped cheese.
Chopped cheese.
This chopped cheese, that thing looked so good, but it was turkey.
Chopped
And the
cheese.
line was
yes.
like around the block for this. But it's somewhere in Brooklyn. I don't know the name of the place.
So let me let you
Yeah.
know that might as well be a whole other planet. Like growing up in New York, we did not go to the other Bronx. We didn't go to Brooklyn. Brooklyn don't come to Bronx.
Wow.
Brooklyn and Bronx are the two toughest boroughs. So
Really?
we just didn't.
And I've never been to either one.
Oh, you gotta come to
I've
the
always
Bronx.
go to Manhattan.
Listen,
I'm
the one
not
thing-
going unless I'm going with somebody that
Yes,
know
no.
it.
I will bring. Yo,
Okay.
we could do a trip. Yo, first off,
That'd be fun.
they had to stop doing the tours. At one point, they were actually doing tours through the Bronx.
Okay.
Like these, Caucasian people.
Yeah.
When it was coming through with a bus, and they have all the people in there, and they point these different places out and all that. And finally, somebody in the Bronx got hip, like whoever it was, and was like, "Y'all can't do
enough
that."
that.
Like, now what are we? This the zoo?
Right.
Like you don't come and do a safari and drive through. Oh, don't feed the animals.
Right.
Right. But I would tell you to come experience the Bronx. And listen, it's only 2.5 hours away
Yeah.
from right here.
Yeah.
The one thing about my kids is I bring them up there often because they have to experience that.
Yeah. That's
right?
good.
So you don't want to
That's
go
good.
other places and get
Lakeview,
culture
New York.
shock.
Where is that? I'm going to the Barracks.
It's not a borough.
You just threw Nelly.
It is not a borough.
Nelly B.
If it says Lakeview, it said Nelly from LI. There you go.
There.
Listen.
I know it's a suburb.
So there you go.
It's a mass
You're
suburb.
right.
Long Island. I think.
It's 5 boroughs.
Oh,
Long
Lord.
Island is not a borough.
Oh,
Sorry,
Lord.
Nelly.
Lord Nelly B.
And who was that just put a Front Street out there?
Corey Van said,
So,
bro,
no.
Jamaica Queens, nothing to play with either.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
that's a fact. Oh, Corey, yeah. So when my mom's moved from the Bronx, she lived in Jamaica, Queens. She lived in Springfield Gardens.
Oh, wow.
And I would tell you a quick, DC, I say cheesesteak. Tosh, how are you saying that? And you right here.
M. O'Neill said Nelly's from Long Island.
I just was about to talk to Tasha. She's right here. Okay. So, yeah, Springfield Gardens. Yeah, I mean, and anywhere you go, there's different places. That's,
I would love. So here's the thing.
We gotta
I
go in
love
this
New
warm.
York.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be great. I love New York. I just love going. I don't drive in New York though, but I love going and just kind of looking around and stuff like that. But I would love to visit
The Bronx is its
yeah.
own. So you hear Charlemagne, for people that listen to Breakfast Club, he always
Yeah.
says the craziest people come from the Bronx
Okay.
and all of Florida.
Oh wow.
Yes, right? All of Florida, because you already know.
All of Florida.
And at first, I used to take offense until I started paying attention.
you like you right.
And I was like, you know what? Because a lot of the stuff that I grew up with, first off, a lot of people grew up in New York in that time frame.
Yeah.
You honestly have PTSD. Right? Tasha, you ain't gonna keep laughing though.
Okay.
All right? So listen, you honestly have PTSD when you think about it because you were always surrounded by people, right? There wasn't, especially if you live in a building, you might as well be in a box because literally that's what you are. You have people above you, on the sides of you, below you. You never really got that peace of mind,
Yeah.
right? And then you would go outside and everybody's on edge. Right? So even now my wife would be like, oh, why you talk so loud? Or why you this? Because if you didn't talk loud, nobody heard you. Right?
Gotcha.
If you didn't get some way, nobody paid attention
Nobody
to
paid
you.
attention.
Growing up in the Bronx and all that.
Where's
So-
your wife from?
So she's from here originally.
From Delaware,
Well, no.
okay.
So her father's Air Force. She was born in Kentucky.
Okay.
Then they lived in Britain.
Oh wow.
And then they settled down here in Dover. But her mom's is a Puerto Rican from Brooklyn. So that energy was already there, meaning she was already going to New York and
Right,
spending time in
right.
New York because I don't think that I could have married somebody completely oblivious to my culture.
Yeah.
I never dealt with a white woman my whole life. My whole life. Yeah, that's a shocker. Like, I just haven't because, once again, if I couldn't relate,
Shaq's talking.
you know what I'm saying, right? If I couldn't relate, then I couldn't
I
get
feel
down
you.
like that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So, yeah,
It
man.
was a comb thing for you.
That was
Can't
real,
use that comb.
real,
Can't bring
real
them
cute,
home.
Eli.
You know?
talking about Shaq talking.
And that's just me, man. So,
No, I feel you on
I
that.
wouldn't
I'm the
trade
same.
any of that experience. And whenever you want to take a ride, we can go up to the Bronx. When it's warm, it's just, the reason it's called a boogie down is because there's just always music.
Yeah.
There's always
I've been to
food.
Soundview projects
Boogie down
on a
to
couple
the
occasions.
You mess with a shorty in Soundview?
Well, so
Go on, take a sip.
no, so I've known Corey since he was like 12.
Oh,
So my ex is Corey's family, and I would go with her up there
Oh, yeah.
before they all moved to Delaware.
Gotcha.
And it was a very interesting
It
thing.
was.
Yeah,
wasn't going by
we're
yourself.
talking the 90s, mid 90s.
Soundview was
We're
was
talking the
wild.
mid 90s, and I'm a dude from Arkansas, so it's still kind of like this is a lot. Like, what is going on around here?
But what was your first thoughts? Like,
Let's go back to Dover.
let's get the hell
Give me back to Newcastle.
Wind the windows up.
Give me back to Newcastle.
Lock the doors.
What up, Nelly B? What's up? Thank you for coming on. Listen, we need to clear something up. Remember, I hit you a couple days later.
That's what we doing live on air.
Nelly from the
Nelly.
panel.
Go ahead.
So,
Lakeview. Let's
Jim
go.
Summers her. Nelly.
So I was a hater with a Christiana logo on
remember
their
I
shirt.
hit you up and I was like, next time you go, I need you to get this hoagie for me because it just looked so good. So I assumed you were from Brooklyn. Eli said you're not from Brooklyn.
She's from Lakeview, New York.
He
Oh,
said that
my
you're
God.
from Lakeview, New York. Where are you from, Nelly? Chime in.
But Nelly,
And that's
if
not
that's
a
the
bad
Nelly I'm
thing.
tking about, though, Nelly's West Indian
She's straight
background.
New York.
Jamaican,
Yeah, no, she's
Jamaican
Jamaican
rap.
all day long.
Big up yourself.
If you hear her parents talking, you'd be like, yo, what is going on here?
Yeah, no, I already
Nah.
My
Yeah,
friends used to
about the
need,
chopped cheese. She
My
said,
friends
yeah.
used to do subtitles. At first, when my friends would come over my house and my moms would start talking, they'd be like, could you please translate? So you know exactly what she's saying. I'd be like, she's talking about y'all.
Listen, I do that with my daughter when we go down south with our family. She's like, yo, Dad, what did they say? Like she'll have cousins her age and she'll be like, they're like, oh, he's so proper. They be like, and she'll be like, yo, Dad, what did they say? Like, they said. And she's like, how did you hear that?
Right.
Nelly's from Lakeview.
She from Lakeview. All right. But sis, can you still get that chopped cheese?
Yes. Long Island? No, she's close enough. So right there, like
It's right
Brooklyn,
there.
Queens,
Okay.
Long Island. So,
Yeah,
so
she's like, yeah.
good.
I used to record in Long
I had
Island.
some sandwich when we went up there together. I had some. We went to. We stopped at a
Listen.
little bodega and it was a.
It's a bodega. This is where this place. It's a bodega.
Shay,
Well,
you got
sure,
dumb
it's a lot
hype.
of
It's a
them.
million
Yeah,
bodegas.
yeah.
Okay, there is a
Not like,
million
it's like the
bodegas.
corner store in Wilmington.
Every store, yeah, that's what a bodega is. No. You got
got
way too. I'm like, it's a
excited.
bodega.
No different.
That's like when I used to come out here first and be like, oh, where you from? I'm from the Bronx. Yo, you know Kareem?
Nah, bruh. The
Kareem?
Bronx is not small.
You ain't gonna give me nothing else to go off of? Okay, forget
Not the
it.
projects or nothing. Just Kareem.
No, just Kareem.
I
You know
that's
Kareem?
right.
I'd be like, yeah, I know Kareem.
Listen.
The hell?
But you know what? On Rebirth Live, right? It was New York y'all was representing.
We do. And we do.
Who
and,
else from
and
New York? Nelly.
The girl who
Shaq.
sang was from New York, but all
Yeah,
the people
she-
in the crowd.
Would you stop, please?
All the people in the
It was a
crowd.
lot of people from New
All
York
the people.
there.
There was a lot of people in the crowd from New York. I think they were there to support that singer, the young lady who sang it first. So I think they were there, but their energy was up. Nah,
Y'all.
Not that either. Oh,
y'all,
goodness.
Nelly B, behave yourself.
Yo.
Behave yourself.
We
Yes.
need Michelle.
Yeah, Michelle's still on, I think.
I'm just gonna say.
No. So anyway, Meeshach. I know
Yes.
we over time, y'all. We
We
ready
are?
to wrap it up. It's
Meeshach Jr. You
8:22.
see how they censor me all the time, dog? That's crazy, right?
Because you great act up.
I'm
You
not.
great
I'm
act
gonna
up.
let it go. I
Yeah.
just know that she clowned me a lot when I was.
So Meeshach.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Good day, Helen.
I'm gonna sit right.
Right. Meeshach.
Somebody gonna need therapy after this one.
Yeah, right?
Therapist gonna need therapy.
Yeah.
Therapist gonna need therapy. Okay, so what do you have coming up?
Whoo! I'm chilling. No, I'm playing. No.
You always doing
No.
something.
Up next, what I'm focusing on right now is the Ebony Tie Affair. Right?
Oh, wait a minute. Uh-oh. He said, no. Oh, I thought you went like this.
So that's coming up. So every year they do an event in Wilmington.
Okay.
For black men.
What?
Okay.
So what's this called again?
Ebony
look,
Tie
look.
Fair.
You're awake
Look,
now,
and
huh?
oh my gosh, I'm gonna make sure I get that right.
Correct.
So they do it every year,
It's coming after this. Go ahead.
right?
You got a phone call?
And it's a dress-up event. And when I talk about when you want to see the who's who of black men that are influential in the state, this is the place to be. It's coming up in November. I hear
we
a
get
couple.
that up- can
Yeah,
we
the
get that up
ladies
there?
did it. First off, it's an all-male event.
I want to be a
It's
part
the
of this.
Ebony Tie Fair. Yes, you have to be a
I feel
part
like
of
I
it.
wanna be a part of this.
So the bigger piece of that, right? So I've gone years in the past, and like once again, everybody's there. It's a black tie fair, tuxedoed up, the whole nine. But what they do is they do a youth symposium the day before.
Okay.
At Dell State. It's a huge project for our president, Tony Allen. And this year I will be speaking to the youth at the symposium.
Nice.
Right? So I'll be talking about branding, social media, how to talk to young ladies nowadays because it's completely switched. Why would they ask me? I don't know, because I ain't talked to no ladies in 23 years. But
we work with young people, so
but we need to. But so I'm gonna be at that symposium talking to them. And once again, right now I'm just kind of really getting ready for 2024. Like 2023, I'm not gonna lie, I've done a lot.
You have
This year.
It's
a huge
difference.
difference.
You post a schedule, dog, and I'll be like, damn.
I had to step up. I was like, yo, maybe I need to start posting schedules of what's coming
You
up.
should,
But
just to
right.
keep
You're
people in
absolutely
tune, right? And if you have multiple things coming up, it's just letting them know what it is. And people look at it. I think people look at it the wrong way. They look at it, oh, he's sure he need. No, if I'm not telling you where I'm at and what I'm doing, how are you gonna know? How are you going to support, right? That's the whole point. You have to market. You have to promote.
Those are haters. I'm sorry.
It's cool. And you can have the greatest product in the world if you're not getting it out there to people to know. And if no one's going to do it for you. And the one thing I'm going to say is this. 2024, I need help. I'm looking I need help. Like, this was cool, but I do everything by myself.
Yeah.
Right? Graphics, anything that you see, anything I do it by myself. I'm glad at least I got my son now coming and doing some camera work for me. Because before, the last time I was in here, it was just the gimbal plugged in, right? Because I understood that I had to capture that content. So I'm getting kind of tired of doing everything myself. So if there's any genuine people out there who wants to join a team that is headed up, I feel like I'm headed up. I know that there's a lot that I need to accomplish still. I got to keep working harder. But if I'm going to look at 2022, 23 compared to 22, then I just got to keep going. And listen, for all my entrepreneurs out there, right, it ain't been a good financial year for me. Right? They might be thinking, oh, you seen all this stuff and now his money's good. Nah.
Yeah.
This is what it takes to get to the good financial part.
Labor of love is what it's called.
Right? I have to do this. I have to show, like, even when you guys started inviting me out, people started inviting me, I would have some people be like, oh, well, you getting paid for that? Are you? Right? Because if not, don't worry. I'm going to go there because I need to showcase my talent. Right? I switched from doing like people's social media and real estate and all of that to now I'm the product. Right? And if I'm the product, I need to make sure that I put it out there the best possible way.
And guess what?
Absolutely.
This is part of your story when you on the Steve Harvey show or when you on whatever. When you getting that big check. This is going to be a part of the story. So
and you will always be a part of my story. And that's the reason why I brought the bottle today, right? Just to show my appreciation. Like, I don't care if I am on Steve Harvey one day or any other show. If y'all call me and I'm available, I'm here for y'all.
Yeah, and vice versa.
And that's why I always thank you publicly on social media, and I tell you I appreciate you because I do. You know, Rebirth is very much Shay, and I'm Rebirth too. But I just no, but no, because I know what you say about Rebirth, but I know that when people think of Rebirth, they don't necessarily think of me. But I know that you make me feel a part of Rebirth. I know that I'm a part of Rebirth because of you. So I can thank Shaq with the same level of intensity as you. That's all I'm saying. It's not a bad
I always
thing.
make sure I tag you.
And I shout you out.
And I appreciate
for sure.
that. And
because I know what you do for us.
And people don't understand how far that can go.
Absolutely.
Right? Because what you just mentioned took nothing out of our pockets. It barely took any time.
Right.
For me to say, I'm going to add that to my story. Or if I see that you put something out there, hey guys, that was a great show. Thank you. It goes a long way. It goes first off, for people who understand the algorithms, right? You need that engagement. Sure. You need people commenting, sharing is the most important thing. Sharing, right? And listen, the way I say, oh, I need help, I'm not begging nobody, right? Because I have plenty of friends. I have plenty of family that I hang out with, that we this and all that. That ain't gonna post shit that I put up.
That's crazy. You're right about that.
And
That's
I
almost
don't,
high-fived you.
I don't fault them for that. right? Because if in the past, you know, I'm light skinned, so I'm sensitive. I mention certain stuff like, oh, what you ain't gonna repost me? You know what I'm saying? So what? I just started keeping that to myself.
Yeah.
Right.
for
But then
sure.
when people come back and be like, yo, Shaq, I got this going on, I'd be like, I've had 100 things going on. And I haven't seen you once, but now you need me and you're gonna come to me. So this is what we're gonna do. I would have helped you anyway, right?
For
Because
sure.
that's the type of person that I am.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
going forward, I shouldn't have to ask you,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? So I do say that I'm building a team. Shout out to all my peoples. Shout out to all my friends and family. Anybody that's supported. Shout out to you guys. Anybody that's brought me onto their platform, had me on to host. I sincerely appreciate that. I will never forget that. And I'm telling you, we going places, and when I go, we gonna go
Absolutely.
together.
Yeah.
Like even
Absolutely.
Shay, when they called me, they was like, "Yo, you're gonna be doing Good Morning Wilmington yourself.
Yep.
Can you bring a host on with you?" I said, "Say less."
For sure. You left one out, but we'll
less.
give you a
No
little grace
problem.
on that one.
No problem.
We'll give you a little grace on that
Look,
one.
they only wanted one female. I'm sorry.
I got a suit on deck for that shit
I
like
got
that.
you.
I got one left over in the chamber. It's cocked and
Listen,
loaded.
I called my MUA up real quick. I was like, "Can you get me in at 7 in the morning?" She
MUA?
did. Shout
And
out,
you-
makeup
Makeup
artist.
artist.
Oh.
Yeah, shout out to Wazzy. Yes.
I ain't
And,
know. I'm
and you
sorry.
did your thing,
Yeah,
and you
thank
came
you.
on and you
I didn't know.
represented
We
just
got
like
phone
I
call?
thought you would.
Thank you so much, and I appreciate that. Thank you because I had
When you
such a
shine,
great
I shine.
time, and it was absolutely, and it was a different.
They know your name in Atlanta because of me.
platform, right? It was a different platform, and it gave
That was
me a definitely like because everything was like this,
Yeah.
and you know,
And you're not used to that.
We just vibed off of each other,
Right, but I know
yeah.
you. You're very structured, upfront, and this how. By the way, this how I know I'm family now. I ain't getting no email for today.
What you want to
In
talk
the
about? You
past,
didn't
I
get
was getting emails like,
put
"Yo,
her on blast now."
show up this time. If you can't hear us,
Write this
call
out.
us. This the address. I had to look it up. I had to look up an old email. I said, "Look, son, I don't even have nothing."
I should have
So I
emailed
know
you.
I'm family
I should have
now,
emailed
right?
you. I should have emailed you and told you it's gonna be 88 degrees in this
That's it.
motherfucker.
Yo, listen, wear a t-shirt.
Wear a tee.
Wear a t-shirt. Shay gonna be in a tank top. You can put yours on.
I don't know where they got this. They
Right.
got this space heater from hell. That motherfucker's on.
It
Gotta be
is
hot.
pretty hot, right?
You can cook some beans on that
It is
motherfucker right
pretty
there. It's hot as a
But
bitch in there.
all
It's
jokes in the
hot.
corner, I am sincerely grateful. Like
Yeah.
people say that, but I mean it because if it wasn't for y'all, it has to start somewhere. Right? So if they wasn't seeing me in your flyer or hearing me talking, somebody else might not have said, "Yo, he's
For sure.
interesting. Let's
Yeah.
bring him
Got a
on."
phone call.
Right?
Yep.
Oh,
got a
okay.
phone? All
We
right.
got a caller.
All right, we going
Caller,
on
plug
8:32. We gonna take this call and we gonna
Overtime.
wrap it up.
But we ain't start
What
talking to
else is
Meeshach
great?
Day. We ain't
It's a
start talking
great
to Meeshach
show,
Day
right?
at
It's
the
8
7:30
o'clock.
shit.
We supposed to be done at 8 o'clock.
Are you serious? I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
No,
Nah,
no,
you
no.
good.
You good. Caller, what's your name?
Where you calling from?
What's up, family? It's your girl, Nelly V. What's happening?
What up, Nell?
Straight out of Lakeview, New York. Big
What up
Nels.
yourself?
What up, Nelly V?
Meeshach, my dude, what's good, baby?
What up, though, yo? Yo, Nelly, it's all good, though, yo. You have that whole New York energy. Don't let them take that from you, yo.
We had to summons you, Nelly.
Nelly from Barrett.
Right.
Your partner in here clowning you right now, bro.
Nelly from
That's
Barrett,
right.
baby. 19702.
Hey, Nelly,
Yeah, I
go
heard
drop
y'all
him off in
y'all
Lakeview.
trying to
See if he
get
make it out.
Listen. I represent Long Island forever, okay? I'm proud of Lakeview. Proud. Right here.
Listen, I love the one thing I can say. I love the accents. I do. I wish I had a New York accent.
You got a South Jersey
I have a
accent. Don't worry
South
about it.
Jersey accent. I wish I had a New York accent. I love the accents, but no, I can truly say that Meeshach, Nelly, Corey, and that's crazy because all y'all from New York, but y'all are truly family. Seriously,
For
y'all
sure.
are all truly
Definitely,
family, and I really appreciate
Shay
it.
got that.
Meeshach
Shay got
my
that
yard boy,
Pennsville,
too.
that Penns Grove
I'm
accent.
fine,
Yeah,
so
you
stop
don't know. I heard you back there, Nelly. Don't know, yo.
You heard me, right?
Yeah.
done
That's means a yard man
Right.
still.
Eli was talking. Right. I'm from yard. Where they're from?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Namos. Yeah, yo. So
We got a little patois going on up
So
in here.
we gotta
So you know what? We got to do this for 2024 because in the month of December we take a break here at Rebirth.
We gotta have a Patois contest.
We take a break.
Meeshach versus Nelly.
In January, we're gonna have Meeshach, Nelly, and Corey on. We're gonna have all New York.
We'll get New York down.
All New York is gonna be
dope.
on. Yeah, that's gonna be really dope. Somebody just came on that was from New York. Shout out to who was that? Sean. Shout out to you, Sean. Thank you for tuning in tonight.
He represents
Yes.
Sean Baja, New York Appleweight.
Yes.
That's you get finer than that.
Nelly, you got it? You want to say anything else?
Yeah, I just want to say definitely to y'all Rebirth crew. Love you guys, Shay and Eli.
You.
Big up to Meeshach and all the big things you're doing. Definitely, you got my support 100%. Anything you need on my part, I will post, share, show up. Let me know I'm here.
Thank you so much,
Same
and
thing,
vice versa.
We
man.
both, y'all my second family.
We love you too, Nelly B.
Yeah, man.
For
Big
sure,
up yourself.
Nels. You know how we do.
Definitely.
Yo,
And
Nels,
listen-
I'm gonna call you when I leave.
Absolutely.
I gotta ask you something.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm here.
Thank you for tuning in, Nels.
And that's the type of support. So you
Always.
just
Love
mentioned
y'all.
that
That's love.
it's family and all of that,
Yeah.
right?
Love,
So
right
once
there.
again, you
Of
can
course.
have friends and family that's not
course.
going to do what she just offered to do.
Yeah.
Right,
yeah,
so
absolutely.
those people you got to keep, and I think that's also a testament to you guys because I keep meeting people through your show that's good people, right? And I'm saying
Yeah.
the Corys, the Nellies, all
Yeah.
that, right? And I look
Yeah.
at the people that was up on the panel. So even when I hosted the True Access Capital 2 weeks ago,
Levante. That's
won.
my sister.
Levante
Yes, she
Dorsey's
was.
a
Shout out
bomb.
to Levante
Yeah.
Dorsey.
It's my
yes,
hype
she
woman right
did.
there.
She
That's
did
my hype
win.
woman.
Yes, she is. She is my. Let me tell you that woman right there is my true. Again, when we say family, our family may not be our blood family. That is my sister. Okay, that is my sister, and she's just an amazing young woman that's doing her thing. And I was so excited. Yeah, I said, Meeshach, see you? She was like, yeah.
Of course, man.
I
That
was so
dope.
excited for her, and very well deserved. So I feel so blessed right now.
For sure.
I truly do, and I'm literally holding back tears, but I do feel blessed because when I think about this year, do y'all realize that over in the last year we've done 4 Rebirth Lives?
In 12
For
months.
dope ones too. Not just you ain't just
I ain't
doing.
even think about that.
Rebirth
4?
Lives. 4. And people are asking, when's the next one? People are like asking. So I feel so blessed, and I thank you, everybody that has been a part of it.
Yeah.
Thank you for just trusting, and thank you for saying yes. I gotta give a shout out to the people that you don't really see that often behind the scenes. And that's Jen Marshall, who is my assistant, and she's a friend, and she is everything. And when I have a hard time delegating, I really do. I'm working on that. But when I delegate, she
Hold on.
definitely
The background
follows.
music is hilarious.
She definitely
What are we
follows
doing?
through.
It sounds like soap opera.
I
Young and
know,
the
I
Restless
know.
in this one.
She definitely follows through, so I definitely want to just to say that because a lot of you have been a part of Rebirth, may have heard from Jen, may have talked to her through email, may have seen her running around, but she is a big part of Rebirth, and although she might be behind the scenes, she is still a big part of the company, and I appreciate you. I do.
Oh, man.
I appreciate you. I really do. I got to give a shout out to Tasha, you know,
Lil'
because
Queen.
the production and keeping things going, it's not easy being in business. It's not. You know, entrepreneur, like you said, it takes a village, and it takes people to want to
And believe in your mission.
believe in your mission and really do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's not easy, but I know that God has a purpose. He put us here for a reason. Eli and I have been rocking for years. We met as therapists years ago.
2010,
And
2009.
I don't know how long. It's been long. But
I was a youngster.
we're still here. We had no idea
Yeah.
that life was going to bring us here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you know, I'm going to say this again, you know, I appreciate you. You know, I appreciate you for saying yes and for showing up every Monday because you don't have to. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that is in this and that has been a part of this has bought into my vision.
Yeah.
And I get that and I appreciate that. And I do not take that for granted and I don't take that for advantage. So I appreciate everybody that has been a part of that. Even the people that are not here in this room. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you, Corey. I appreciate you, Nelly. I appreciate Levante. I appreciate you, Michelle Washington. I appreciate my support, Shannon, my children, everybody that has been here, that has been rocking with me.
Miss Ali.
Thank you so much. My mother, of course. And, you know, man, the best is yet to come. It is so
there
much.
You go.
It is so much that is like being worked on right now.
Yeah, man.
The best is yet to come. So I just thank God first and foremost for just putting that vision. And it's not easy, like you said.
It's
Shaq.
hard.
It's hard.
It's hard.
It's hard, but I feel that I'm walking in my purpose. And God reminds me every day. He reminds me every day that I'm on the right track. I'm doing the right thing. So I'm just excited about what life is bringing me, and I'm so excited about the family that I have in my circle. I'm just so excited, and I want to say to you, I want you to please let us know how we can be a blessing.
You've already been a
everything
blessing.
that you have going on, Big Brother.
Yes.
Everything. Let us know.
Thank you.
And we will be there. We will show up and
vice
support
versa.
just as much.
And vice versa. See what happens when you have
Yeah.
a light-skinned
sure.
guest.
Everybody gets
Everybody
sensitive.
get to crying
Everybody
and all
gets
that. It gets super
And a bunch of
sensitive
Albie
in here.
Shores in here.
You gonna play? She's gonna play Young and the Restless music. Oh my goodness, huh? Y'all was acting like there's some dogs that
That
do it in
was
here,
crazy.
but now everybody want to be crying. I'm not crying with y'all.
If you look like Biggie sitting there, this would be a
It
different
would've been a whole
conversation.
different conversation.
different conversation.
But now everybody want to cry.
It's a different
Thank you.
conversation.
No, I'm playing.
If you had an eye moving around like this, the conversation would be different.
I definitely
Hey,
needed
listen,
this
man.
tonight. I did.
So we love you.
He right though.
Right. We do. And at the end of the day, people aren't going to support something they don't believe in. You have this
Definitely.
level of support because people believe in what you're doing.
For
And
sure.
they're gonna continue supporting. I'm here for you, however.
Yeah.
Let me thank you, Shaq. Let me say one quick thing. Corey Van, listen, brother. Man, when you touch down, hit me up, dude. This
Corey.
this brother has supported us from every all the way through. He buys a ticket every time, and he lives in Texas or California now, maybe. But just to donate, that's how he believes. He was a year ahead of me in high school, but I know him from like down Dover, Camden. Corey Van, when you touch down for Thanksgiving, holler, man. We gonna sit here and chop it up together.
Definitely.
And he's a Cowboys fan.
Shout out to
That's
Valisha.
okay. I'll still let you come on, Corey.
Shout out to my homegirl Valisha. I got somebody who supports like that too, no
Nice.
matter what. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Thank you,
forget her.
Valisha.
Hey,
Thank
shout
you.
out to Evan. So I met Evan through you guys.
Evan Flag? Evan
Photographer?
Oh,
The videographer.
Evan photographer. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out to that brother.
All right,
No doubt, no doubt.
Okay. Let's keep
In my
that going.
background sang, in my background sang.
That giggle got suspect. Why did the Young and Restless music come back on?
Yeah, they,
Golly, don't start crying again.
Y'all
It's a
thank y'all
different
for
cry
I think
now,
you might want to wrap this to
Some
now.
different tears.
Thank
My
y'all
bad.
for tuning in tonight. We appreciate you, Shaq.
Okay, thank
Let's-
you.
Yeah, what
Shout out
else?
to
Let's
you,
do it
brother.
again.
Much
I gotta
love.
be careful who I shout out my phone.
We didn't know.
Hey, listen. Seriously though, keep doing what y'all doing, man. It takes courage and determination. And even when you think people are not watching, they're
Oh, yeah.
watching, they're supporting you. Just keep it going.
Yeah.
And whatever you need me for, I am here.
Yeah, thank you so much.
No
Thank
doubt.
you so much, Meeshach. We appreciate you and we love you.
Thank
Love
you,
you too,
Shay.
Thank you so much. You welcome. Happy birthday, friend.
Thank you.
You ain't gonna cry?
Nah, I'm too brown for that.
That's
Shout out to
crazy.
Turo, Arkansas, man, because those people always tell me, yo, we see you, dog.
Yes,
We proud of you.
definitely.
And I'd be like, so when I was in Dallas, my boys from Arkansas was like, yo, my mom said she proud of you, E.
Aw.
And I
That's
was just
dope.
like, what? Like, they
Yeah.
watch? She was like, them mom, our parents are like in their 70s. Like, they
Yeah.
got time. And I'm like,
my mom's
so,
she's on every
but
Monday.
that's your mother.
Yeah.
These aren't my parents.
Yeah, somebody
These are
else's
my friends'
moms.
parents.
Yeah.
My
And
friends'
they
mothers
just like,
that
you know,
watch
it's crazy.
me. Yeah, my
Yeah.
friends' moms watch me too, but it's a different type of thing.
Yeah,
I
shout out
see y'all.
to the team, man.
I cannot.
I don't want to say no names. My friends be getting mad, but I see you, mama.
I cannot. All right, so we know we got a trip to with Meeshach to
Bronx,
New York
yeah,
to the Bronx. I just want to put this out there, guys. You guys know that every December we take off for the month to give everybody a chance to, enjoy their holidays, and we come back in January. We are coming back with some amazing things. We know February we're going to be doing the Rebirth meetup. Location will be identified soon, so I will let you guys know that.
And announced. Once we identify, we'll tell y'all.
Once we identify, we will
tell
announce
you.
it. But Rebirth meetup, and then of course you guys have been asking, when is the next Rebirth Live? When is the next Rebirth Live? It is going to be coming in spring 2024.
Yeah.
There's certain. Yeah, there's going to be there's definitely certain topics we definitely want to talk about. And I'm just going to put this out there tonight. So I definitely want to do a panel with Black men and their sons.
We're doing it.
So if you are interested in being on that panel and you have a story, Black men and their sons, please reach out to info@rebirthlive@gmail.com. That's info@rebirthlive@gmail.com. Tell me your story. We would love to hear it. But that is definitely a panel that I definitely want to address.
And you don't have to have the perfect father. You don't have to have an Andy Griffith, Opie Taylor relationship. You just have to have a situation where you guys have come together now. It could have been rocky in the beginning. It could have been whatever. But you're now united and you are being a parent and you are being, you and that son are vibing in a way that needs to happen. So it doesn't have to be a perfect relationship. Let's be clear about that part.
Yeah, absolutely.
We don't want everybody up there to be perfect.
Yeah, I actually prefer not for it to be
Is
perfect.
any relationship perfect?
Yeah.
But people present.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna tell you this. I've kept this dude with me since I have pictures with him since baby boy. Like we didn't do any of the baby talk, none of that. I've kept him with me, and I'm just so proud of him. A lot of times people think that they have to put, when it comes to their children, pride on accomplishments. Nah, I'm just proud of my children just because of who they are. I love them.
Yeah.
For real.
That's good
So
stuff.
yeah, man.
Y'all gonna make me cry
Last thing,
again.
please don't forget the 26th of November. I loved R&B brunch. We love R&B
I
brunch.
love 26th of November.
We coming to sing
that in
down
your
at the
Rolodex.
end
We going.
zone.
Rolodex.
Yeah, what year is this?
We from the 90s. Sis.
Oh my goodness.
We from the 90s.
there you
the
go, that black
Rolodex.
book. Your Rolodex, my black book.
November
no doubt. Pull it
26th.
out.
Okay,
November 26th. And bring my man LA Love down here.
Okay.
You already know I'm out there singing again.
Okay.
It's just a good vibe.
Okay.
I gotta be
All
there
right,
for
we're
that
gonna do.
alone.
What time is that?
Yeah, man.
What time is that?
1 to 6. Brunch
dress
time.
code?
Wow,
Yeah,
1 to
because we
6.
do it for our
Wow.
peer group. That way you could come in,
Nice.
get your food, drink, and then
Yeah.
get back to whatever you want to do.
Okay. All right. That sounds like fun.
That feel like a suit with some Jordans on.
Oh, yeah.
That
Well, you're going
sounds
to get a
like
lot of
fun.
attention. There was all women in there at the last one. It was crazy. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry, my bad.
Now I can't
My
come,
bad.
Shaq. What is going?
Listen.
Now I can't come.
The opinions
I know.
expressed on the Rebirth Live are those of Meeshach Stennett alone.
I didn't know it was like that.
Oh my
Yeah, my
God.
bad.
I love y'all.
It's
I love
just
y'all so much.
it really is just gonna be a male entrepreneur bonding
Bonding
meeting.
moment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Now I
just
can't go. Now I'm already playing. Listen, Meeshach,
you
thank
again.
you so much for coming on and just as you always do, man. You bring it, you bring the energy, and it's just a pleasure. I needed this tonight. I needed this.
Good. I'm glad.
I did. I really needed this. So, thank you for the energy. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. As always, we are here every Monday night at 7 p.m. Next Monday, we have Good Vibes will be in the building. They
Keith?
have a mental health. Yes, Keith and his partner, Sean.
Yeah.
They have a mental health apparel line, so they will be in the building. We welcome Good Vibes. And I think after that, we have 2 more shows left for the year. and we will be out. The last show
Corey
of
Vin,
November.
you coming on, brother? Don't worry.
Yeah, the last show of November, we're actually going to be doing a recap of the year, a recap of Rebirth Live. And don't forget, guys, at 9:00 p.m., you're going to see a 15-minute snippet of Rebirth Live that is premiering on YouTube tonight at 9 p.m. So make sure you check that out, okay? Also, please just keep in mind, we are going to be sending out notifications to those that have signed up at Rebirth for the Rebirth meetup in February. So I look forward to seeing you all there. And again, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for a wonderful show tonight. We appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
You are very welcome. Make sure, guys, I put the link in the chat. Make sure you go to Big Brother's BBS.org.
BSDE.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I get trippy, too.
.org. I put it in the chat, so you guys have that information.
Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Delaware. You could just search it, man. We're going to make being a big. It's BBS.org?
BBS.org. That's what came up.
There it is. We're going to make being a big deal.
Absolutely. It's important. Our littles, as Meeshach said, they need us. They definitely need us. So I definitely hope you guys support. And again, Meeshach, let us know how we can support anything that you have. Anything. And I'm going to put that up there. Anything that you have going on, send it and we will advertise. We will put it out there.
So just to let you know, BBS.org or the one that you have up there, that's for Big Brothers, Big Sisters America. But if you want to come specifically, it's BBBSDE.org.
Okay.
Yes.
Right? Because, Big Brothers, Big Sisters nationwide. But if you want to come specifically to Delaware, if you want to mentor and be a part of what we have going on, BBBSDE.org.
Got it. All
So
right.
that's it, man. So shout out to my whole Big Brothers, Big Sisters family, man.
All right. It's in the chat, guys. Thank you again for tuning in tonight. Until then, have a blessed week. I'll see you next Monday.
Peace.
Peace.
Give him a sec.
Of all cities, Will Tracks.
Turn your lights on. 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 I need you to put the birthday person in the middle.